orí kí training má di ẹ̀ àbí. Mo tó bá kílé prime boy lórí sọ́ọ̀rì kí prime boy má jẹ ìyá ẹ̀. Mo ní bọ̀ tí ó bá jẹ́ pé prime boy ló sílé lórí kó má jẹ ìyá ẹ̀. Why are you not dragging people? Hey, you have to drag anybody. Justice is justice. Look for justice. Don't shape for anybody. If the person did not shape for you. Eh? Yeah. Okay, mo ti gbọ́ gbà ẹ má bẹ̀rù. Ẹ mọ̀ pé mo kí wà sọ̀rọ̀ jù ẹ mọ̀ pé mo gbé yín torí pé ẹ̀yin sì ni. Ẹ má bẹ̀rù ẹ̀yin sì ni. Ilé ìtàn mi ò gbọ́. Ṣé wọ́n ń gbọ́rọ̀ yín náà mi ò ṣàjà yín bọ́lẹ̀?
Ó ti já bọ́lẹ̀.
Àwọn ẹ̀mẹ́ para wọn. Ẹ jẹ́ má para yín. Ẹ má para yín. Nǹkan tó yẹ pé many of you every cash out ni. Àmọ́ yín. You people who are looking for money. You want people to say that okay, ó sọ̀rọ̀ dáadáa, ó ṣe kinní kan. Ẹ bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run. Nǹkan tẹ́ bá fẹ́, ẹ bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run. Ẹni tó bá jẹ́ Darusha ló ṣe kò lọ sí sẹ́yìn lẹ fẹ́ dájọ́. Ẹni tó bá jẹ́ pé Wùnmí ni kó lọ sí ẹ̀yin kọ́ lẹ máa dájọ́ ẹ̀ dájọ́ èèyàn but ẹ̀ ń bà orúkọ wọn jẹ́ lórí social media.
Folashade, if me say not be you born Mohbad, so that what you will me do, you go treat me well.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí kóòtù dájọ́ kí ni ti yín ìṣòro yìí ṣe pọ̀ tó iṣẹ́ yìí lẹ bímọ ni tá ọmọ bá ń ta ẹ wàá jẹ́ kó tẹ́ ẹ pẹ̀lú sẹ́ǹsì rẹ̀ má jẹ́ kó tẹ́ ẹ pẹ̀lú ọmọ lọ ẹni tó lọ́mọ lọ ṣáṣọ fẹ́ pààrọ̀ ọmọ òta wá ẹ̀yin oníṣòro ẹ̀yin oní problem àrọ̀mọ ń tà wá náà gbogbo alábímọ àwa náà fẹ́ kọ́mọ wá kú kí ló ń jẹ́ selective so kí n jẹ́ kẹ́ tú ẹnu yín tẹ́ fi pamọ́ ìgbà tí mò ń pariwo pé ẹjọ́ ní amáàlì fẹ́ pa mí o Samláì lé mi kiri bọ́ta kẹ́ wá ṣe èrè tẹ́ ẹ wá mi ò rí yín rí ṣùgbọ́n nísìnyí kí ẹ pé ìgbà yẹn gan mo máa jọ yín pé ẹ ṣe ẹ bá wa mú wọn o ẹ bá wa mú wọn fẹ́ pọ̀ ọmọ yìí ni ṣùgbọ́n nítorí pé ti believe pé Darusha ò ní kọ̀ọ̀kan nígbà tí ọbẹ̀ Lẹ́gùṣì tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gbáwọn èèyàn sẹ́wọ̀n sìn ẹnu yín wọ òwú ẹ lè sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́.
na ogun wo kí yín Folashade.
Nǹkan tí mò ń try láti sọ fún yín ni pé you should face the right justice for Mohbad. Ẹ má drag àwọn ọmọ tiwa. Àwa tá a lọ àwọn ọmọ àwa tá a lè ní Mohbad a mọ̀ wípé ọwọ́ àwọn ọmọ wa ò sí nínú ikú Mohbad. So don't drag our children please. Ìwọ tó bá fẹ́ fojú sunkún àwọn ọmọ tiẹ̀ kí ló dé tó ń drag ọmọ wa? Kí ni problem ẹ̀? Ó ẹ̀ lẹ́bí tó dáa. Kí gbogbo Nàìjíríà lè fèsì nǹkan tó ń ràn yín máa fèsì ọ̀rọ̀ tó kàn yín lápá kàn yín lẹ́sẹ̀ ẹlòmíì máa lóun wá justice nǹkan mi ló máa sọ ṣe wà ń bẹ̀ ni are you there tí máa ní pé mo fẹ́ justice rightfully tí mo fẹ́ justice tí ọmọ ìyá mi tó bá ṣe wrong thing lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ikú Mohbad fúnra rẹ̀ ó máa fọwọ́ rẹ̀ ṣera ẹ̀ ẹ̀yin kọ́ lẹ máa sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fáwa ẹ má ti ọ̀rọ̀ sí wa lẹ́nu ẹ face ẹ bá fẹ́ chase cloud ẹ lọ fi nǹkan mi chase cloud ẹ fi ikú Mohbad sílẹ̀ ẹ má fi chase cloud for those that are chasing cloud but for those that want justice ọmọ ní ọpọlọ
two lion they gave you return it Folashade olórí burúkú
o sílẹ̀ lánàá judges wà bẹ́ẹ̀ àbí judge wà bẹ́ẹ̀ lawyers wà bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn yẹn ò gbọ́n bíi tiẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ lórí social media nìkan ló mọ̀ ọ́ sọ kò máa rant wọ́n wà bias mélòó nínú yín lọmọ ẹ ti kú láti ìgbà tí Mohbad ti kú ó jẹun láti ìgbà yẹn ló ó jẹun nírọ́ yẹ kó wà nù lọ́jà rẹ.
darkness woman.
máa tan ara yín jẹ kọjá òun bọlẹ̀ ká ní pé mo ti mọ̀ pé ó ṣe ọ̀tún fẹ́ máa sọ èmi ajá ẹ bọ́lẹ̀ ni kò sí nǹkan tó máa ṣe.
With your long neck. So you be rather like this. 30-something years old woman. Look at as you look like a young
girl. Kíní kan ló ń wà. Tá bá tún sòótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ ní gbọ́. Kí prime boy ò síbẹ̀ lánàá. Wọ́n ní kò ṣe pé. Ta ló sọ fún ẹ pé kò ṣe pé? Ṣé gbogbo fídíò ẹ̀ lórí? Kò ṣe pé. Kò ṣe pé. Tó bá ti ṣe pé orí ara ẹ̀ ló máa fi gbé. Àfi tí ó bá ṣe pé o. Tí ò dẹ̀ ní nǹkan kan tó ní sínú sí. Tó bá yẹ pé ó ṣe ṣó yẹn tí mo fojú àmì rí báyìí. Ẹ wá ní kò ṣe pé.
Who want gift to now again? I'm not sure if anybody go give to now. Who want gift to now? Now hungry go kill you and your mama. Now they look for gifter. Now they crazy. The ugliest woman in the world.
No this. Sister Folashade, I can't someone.
Now they call her Sister Folashade. Which one is sister? I've been waiting.
Family in common.
You not get family. Olórí burúkú ni.
Ànírà tẹ̀yìn kún mọ́ o. Ọlọ́run bá wa dáwọ́ bí dúró nínú ẹbí alọ́ba tẹ́bí yìí o.
Àmín o Jésù.
Ṣẹ́rí èmi ò ní much láti sọ ju pé àrí fojú sunkún ọmọ. Because ikú Mohbad, I won't lie to you. I've not láti ìgbà tá a ti sọ pé ó fẹ́ lọ corona inquest ìtọ́lọ́lá náà I have not been sleeping. I'm not a blogger, but I'm one of Mohbad fans. In fact, nínú ilé mi, ẹ̀gbọ́n Mohbad ló máa ń pè mí. À ń ṣe bí o, à ń ṣara, ṣùgbọ́n ikú ẹ̀ dùn mí torí pé kí ni olókìkí ọmọ ni. Ayé òkun nípa fìtílà ìran wa wọn nípa fún wa lágbára. Mohbad ti wáyé, ó ti lọ, Ọlọ́run á bá mi tẹ sáfẹ́fẹ́ rẹ̀.
Àmín Jésù.
Ọlọ́run á dẹ̀ bá mi dáwọ́ bí dúró nínú ẹbí yín. Ṣùgbọ́n kan tẹ̀mí máa sọ ní pé gbogbo ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá ní ọwọ́ nínú ikú Mohbad. Kẹ́ni náà kó jù sáyé kó má kú mọ́.
Àbí ó jẹ́ máa jẹ ìyá ẹ̀ ni.
Because nǹkan tí Ọlọ́run ọba ò bá lè mú kò ní dà. Ìmọ̀ bóyá Yorùbá mi ò yé yín mà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ó kì í ṣe ọmọ Yorùbá
náà. Kò sí Ọlọ́run máa mú ẹni ẹni kò sọ̀rọ̀ pé bóyá kílé kan. Ó ti ṣèyàn pa ó dẹ̀ máa jẹ̀yẹ́ ẹ̀ ni.
Hello, mà ṣe ń gbọ́ mi.
Mo ń gbọ́ yín ṣẹ́yìn gbọ́.
Hello.
Mo ń gbọ́ yín ṣé ẹ̀ gbọ́ mi. Mo ń gbọ́ yín.
Hello, ṣé ń gbọ́ mi.
Mo ń gbọ́ yín ṣẹ́yìn ò gbọ́ mi ni.
Aunty Folashade ṣé ń gbọ́ mi.
Ẹ má pè láti mọ́. Olórí burúkú ní Folashade.
Mo ń gbọ́ yín náà àǹtí ọlá.
So ẹ jọ mà the only thing tí kan máa bẹ̀ yín ni pé Darusha àti Àdúrà àwọn ọmọ yìí ni wọ́n ẹni fojú sunkún kọ̀ọ̀kan nu wọn èmi ò ń ṣépè fún yàn I don't do it o abiyamọ lèmi náà o mi ò ní ṣépè fọmọ lọ́mọ ẹni fojú sunkún Àdúrà ẹni fojú sunkún Darusha ṣùgbọ́n ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n sọ nǹkan tó mọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ àmọ́ pé àwọn kan ló pa o Darusha ò lè pa àbúrò ẹ̀ o Àdúrà ò lè pa ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ o ní ìmọ̀ bóyá Yorùbá mi ò yé yín ní ìmọ̀ bóyá kan tí mo sọ yé yín mà mi ò lè sọ pé Àdúrà pa ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ mi ìdẹ̀ lè sọ pé Darusha ó pa àbúrò ẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n ohun tó bá mọ̀ ń pẹ̀ kó sọ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú ilé gbogbo wa la mọ̀ pé Wùnmí her hand is not clean her hand is not clean ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan tó lè jẹ́ kí justice yẹn yá ni pé
Folashade joined
Àdúrà kó jọ nítorí ti Ọlọ́run kó wo ọyàn táwọn méjèèjì jọ mu kó má bẹ̀rù mo mọ̀ pé everybody ló ń bẹ̀rù láìpẹ́ wọn báyìí nǹkan tó bá mọ̀ dípò ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ ṣe lọ kó sọ ṣé mo ìgbà míì wà tó yẹ pé èmi bìlì pé tí bá sòótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ mo máa ń free mi ìmọ̀ bóyá mi ìmọ̀ bí ẹlòmíì ṣe máa ń rí o oníkálùkù ló ní conscience ṣe get I will never see Àdúrà pine Mohbad kò possible olóore ni Mohbad jẹ́ sàdúrà ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ ní
kí ló fẹ́ gbà ń bẹ̀ kí ló fẹ́ gbà nínú tó fẹ́
ikú ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀
òye ni
ìgbà wọ́n ṣe pọ́ìntì mi kò ní nǹkan kan báyìí kí kò gbàtà ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ kú sí kò kí ló gé níbẹ̀ kò gé ní anything instead ó lù sí ni kọ́sẹ́gbẹ́ bá wà láyé
wàá gbádùn
ọmọ màmá mi sóhun náà lára.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n máa forúkọ ẹ̀ pè é.
so mi ì lè sọ pé àdúrà ló pa Mohbad I will never say it ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀bẹ̀ tẹ́ máa kọ̀ bá wa bẹ̀ wọ́n ní pé kọ́ńjọ́ nítorí ti Ọlọ́run I am a Muslim so in case tí bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ mo lè máa fi tọ́lọ́run tàná bì sí because I'm used to it kọ́ńjọ́ nítorí tọ́lọ́run tàná bí Ìsá tí gbogbo àjọ ń pè ní Jésù kọ́ńjọ́ nítorí ti Ọlọ́run tó ṣẹ̀dá gbogbo wa Ọlọ́run nìkan ló mọ ọwọ́ òun ló mọ̀ wá o Ọlọ́run ló mọ àti wáyé wa Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ ló mọ àti lọ́wọ́ o ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo nǹkan tó bá mọ̀ nípa ikú Mohbad kọ́ńjọ́ nítorí ti Ọlọ́run tàná bí I'm not saying they kill Mohbad no none of them kpai Mohbad we all know who kpai Mohbad but come narrate the truth story fún wa so that justice yam ọmọ yìí ti pẹ́ jù nínú mọ́ọ̀t náà.
ọkùnrin ló tẹ̀ ń dùn nínú ìwà yìí ìyẹn ló ń dùn mí.
ṣé understand ṣé ní sísá Folashade. yes ma ẹ jẹ́ kí n advice yín ma ẹ má bínú ma. mo rí i pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ lórí fóònù I just look at you wẹ́ ara ọmọ ló ta yín ṣé ń gbọ́ mi but ẹ̀bẹ̀ kan tí máa bẹ̀ yín ni pé ṣé àwọn tó ń pè ìwọlé yìí àwọn náà ń tara ọmọ yín ni kò sẹ́ni tó bá Mohbad jẹ family ni mo bóyá Yorùbá mi ò yé yín ẹ jẹ́ ká máa ní sùúrù díẹ̀díẹ̀ mà tó bá gbé wọn gbígbóná fún yín ẹ calm down pẹ̀lú wọn ẹ jọ nítorí tọ́lọ́run that's only ẹ̀bẹ̀ tí máa bẹ̀ yín mà you have been talking since and I know you have initiative ẹ kì í ṣe dìde rẹ̀. And for you to come on live, ẹ̀yin náà fẹ́ true justice for ọmọ yìí ni.
Exactly.
So anybody tó bá ń pè yìí, èmi náà wọ́n sísá kan fún ní gbogbo àwọn tó à ń kọ́ fi gbogbo àwọn tó ń pè yìí lórí true justice yìí. Ẹ má bù wọ́n, ẹ má ìtara ọmọ yìí ló ń ṣe gbogbo wa. Mi mọ̀ bóyá Yorùbá mi ò yé.
Kó má fi ìtara wọn yẹn, kó má fi ṣépè fọmọ mi o. Yorùbá yẹn o.
Òun náà ni mò ń sọ ṣé mo pa yàtọ̀ síra wa èmi sọ fún yín pé èmi kì í ṣépè fọmọ lọ́mọ. Yàtọ̀ síra wa ẹ má ṣì mí gbọ́ mà.
Wọ́n lọ sáà ní.
Èmi ò ní ṣépè fọmọ lọ́mọ torí èmi lọ́mọ tèmi abiyamọ lèmi náà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
Bọ́
ẹ bá mọ ìgbésẹ̀ mi ti kọ́mẹ̀ntì.
Ṣé mo kọ́ ẹlòmíì? No àti Folashade ẹlòmíì. Ara ọmọ ta jura wa lọ ṣé wọn ways of oríkàlùkù ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni ṣùgbọ́n èmi ṣe ń sọ pé àdúrà ò lè pa ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ Darusha ò lè pa àbúrò ẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n kó tọ̀ ìmọ́lẹ̀ sí ikú tó pa Mohbad. Mi ìmọ̀ bóyá ọ̀rọ̀ mi make sense ma.
Ó make sense mo ń bẹ̀ sí.
Kó tọ̀ ìmọ́lẹ̀ sí ikú tó pa Mohbad. Ṣé rí àwọn méjèèjì yẹn ló máa help justice yìí ní kíákíá.
Mi ò nà lọ bẹ gan.
Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá wọn bí mi tẹ́ sí inú ilé ẹjọ́ tí Mohbad kú ìwọ̀n balẹ̀ lè sọmọ n tó bá sọ fún yín náà lẹ́yìn náà máa sọ.
Of course now.
Because you are not there when they find Mohbad.
Na this sluggishness na even me take this gone one for the family. Very sluggish family. Ìyá Mohbad family you guys are sluggish.
Àwọn ní àdúrà ọmọ ilẹ̀ ní Darusha ní fojú sùkún wọn. Èmi ò ṣépè fọmọ lọ́mọ.
People dey for you for
Òun ṣe kọ́kọ́ fún Ọlọ́run máa bá mi dáwọ́ bí dúró.
My dad no pet am again na she know. If to say na dey come for challenge.
Bá mi kí àdúrà Darusha nínú for quick justice. Everybody ló ń dìbò time ẹ ṣẹ́ni bíṣọ̀ wáyé mi ìmọ̀ dátà tí mo rà lánàá àtẹ̀mí torí ọ̀rọ̀ Mohbad. Mi ò mọ Mohbad rí mi ò tiẹ̀ mọ ẹni tó ń jẹ́ Mohbad bọ̀ I felt for him because he's a young guy. Ọmọ tó yẹ kó gbógun ogun Nàìjíríà gan ni wọ́n dẹ̀ waste life ẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n náà tó ṣẹ̀dẹ̀ nífẹ̀ẹ́ jù wá lọ ni. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi mà?
Madam fi Ṣadé lẹ̀.
Ẹ jọ mà
lórí burúkú ní Ṣadé.
Àpàdúà lẹ máa bẹ́ mi bá sọ̀rọ̀ mi ì ṣépè o mi ì láwọn ló pa o ẹ má ṣì mí gbọ́ I will never say it o ṣùgbọ́n torí ti Ọlọ́run for quick justice wọ́n bá nǹkan tó bá mọ̀ kọ́kọ́ tọ̀mọ́lẹ̀ sí fún everybody even tó bá lè sọ fún gbogbo ayé gan kó sọ fún kó pe bàbá kó ṣàlàyé kó pe lọ́ọ̀yà bàbá kó ṣàlàyé fún wọn kó tọ̀mọ́lẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ tó wà lẹ́yìn Sherry, everybody tó kàn ṣe. Àwọn náà ìtara ló ń ṣe wọn mo ṣe ní anybody tó bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ máa calm down. Ipò tẹ́ wà yìí, ipò ẹlẹgẹ́ ni, màmí ẹ̀ ní ṣubú tọmọtọmọ.
Òun ló mọ̀.
Ẹ̀ ní ṣubú tògótògó yín. Ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ ní fojú sunkún kankan náà àwọn ọmọ nílé yín mọ́ lágbára Ọlọ́run. Because ikú Mohbad it's pain for everybody all over the world, not only Nigerians.
If Adura go jail, Darusha go jail, they don't give them life imprisonment. They will go learn lesson.
Ní kọ́kọ́ tán wọ́n lè sọ̀rọ̀ yìí.
Àwọn ọlọ́pàá máa ṣe àwọn ọlọ́pàá náà máa ń gbọ́ àwọn nǹkan tá a máa ń ṣe ní social media.
Ṣáájú náà go school now you want to speak English. You know they speak
Àwọn
English.
ògbékalẹ̀ jura wa lọ. Pẹ̀lẹ́ lápò ó lábo.
You say make people not talk about talk say na Darusha na him
You
inform
have to come
Mohbad.
down to people's level.
The brother is lying. He's not supporting the brother.
For you to get the truth, gírágírá ò ṣe.
What is this now? Ọgbọ́n nìyàn fi máa ń wá nǹkan.
Òun náà ni gírágírá ò ṣe.
In fact, ẹni tó bá fẹ́ mọ́lẹ̀ ló máa ṣe bí ẹni tó bá fẹ́ mọ́ bọ̀ ó máa ṣe bí ọ̀bọ. Èwo ni kẹ́tì máa sáré máa ṣe pè fún ọmọ kẹ́tì máa sáré máa ṣe fún mi.
Ẹ wo ọmọ mi jẹ́. Ok, ẹ wo orú ọmọ mi jẹ́ yẹn ń sìn àti Kàrímọ́. Mo ti bú wọn rí dáadáa lórí social media. But ìgbà tí mo wọ platform àti Kàrímọ́ ojú ọkàn àti ọmọ ni mo ti bú yírí o dáadáa nígbà yẹn. Because kí ló dé tí mo bú wọn gbà yẹn ni pé wọ́n kàn ń takù bàbá unnecessarily. Ṣé I understand? But now I love Aunty Karimo. In fact, I join and laugh back to back. Lóru mi. I might not come up to talk, but I always join and laugh because àwọn náà pẹ̀lú ẹni tó tọ̀ ìmọ́lẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ yìí díẹ̀.
Madam, stop romancing Folashade. Stop romancing her.
Tí gbogbo àwọn bloggers yẹn bá ní sùúrù tó ń gbọ́rọ̀ àwọn èèyàn tó máa sọ pé bóyá ó ń parọ́ ni ó ṣe kíní kan ni wọ́n láwọn àìtè get justice. I'm not a blogger. I'm just a neutral person. But sùúrù ni gbogbo mi. Mọ́mí jẹ́ máa sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ẹ̀ma ní àyímọ́ máa wọ platform oríṣiríṣi. Kàrímọ́ yẹn kọ́ máa dá lóhùn ó ń pariwo lọ́ni kìnìkan ó fẹ́ gbowó no. Ṣé ìrí téèyàn rí Kàrímọ́ ṣe bí ń pa ni?
Ebi ò pa Aunty Karimo o. Àwa ló lè máa sọ pé bóyá fẹ́ gbowó ebi ò dẹ̀ pa èmi náà o. Ọlọ́run ò jẹ́ ká ṣe ni wá.
Ebi ń pa yín. Wọ́n yìí kọ́ tẹ́ ṣáà dá kan sí lòdì
kan wá ń jà kan. Jumtom lè lédè yóò dá pé bóyá ọmọ ẹ̀ sick. Àwọn èèyàn dìde wọ́n ló ń parọ́ ni kíníkan tí bá sọ fún pé ẹni tá à ń sọ yìí mo ti join láìpẹ́ rí ó máa ń ṣe giveaway gan mo fẹ́ ni tó ń ṣe giveaway fi lè sọ pé kò sí nǹkan kan lọ́wọ́ òun ara ọmọ òun ìyá ń tọrọ owó ṣé bàbá bí amọ̀ ní irú ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n sọ́nà tó yẹ tó lọ sórí social media tó lọ ń tọrọ owó.
Inside darkness, a big bang.
Because fẹ́ sunkún ọmọ ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ làwọn kan ń tako ẹ̀ pé irọ́ ló ń pa. Èmi mo sọ̀rọ̀ dẹ̀ pé I know her very well. This giveaway you are doing ẹni náà máa ń ṣe. So ẹ má jẹ́ kakọ̀ sáré máa pọ̀ àwọn fáwọn alátakò pọ̀ lórí social media. Alátakò pọ̀ gan. So ká máa fúnra balẹ̀ fúnra wa. Ṣé gbọ́ sísá Folashade?
Ẹ ṣé màá.
Nigeria kò sẹ́ni tí ọmọ bí Nigeria ṣe rí. Everybody ló mọ bí Nigeria ṣe rí. For Mommy J to summon that courage to be sharing money on social media, 5,000, 10,000, it goes a long way. Tọ́mọ bá tí wọ́n ló ń fọwọ́ ra gbogbo wọn wá sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ ní mentality. Olórí burúkú náà just imagine. Èèyàn ń ṣàánú àwọn tẹ́bí ń pa.
Mommy J bó ṣe wà yẹn bóun ṣe máa ń ṣoore tiẹ̀ nìyẹn o. Bí Mommy J ṣe máa ń ṣoore tiẹ̀ láti lẹ̀ yẹn.
Èèyàn ń ṣàánú àwọn èèyàn because bí ìwé ṣe rí.
Okay, you dey collect money for you dey give money before.
Kò sẹ́ni tó máa rí giveaway tó lè lọ sí orí afẹ́fẹ́ náà.
Of course now, àwọn tó kó wa yìí sí ìlú tó ń ṣe fún.
Ṣé mo
olórí ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ náà.
Ó ń fọwọ́ ra wọn ni. I don't just imagine èèyàn ń ṣoore fún yàn.
Mi ìfẹ́ interrupt wọn ni.
Ṣé yóò bá tún ṣoore wọn tún ní kò ṣoore? Ṣé ó jẹ́ ká máa tẹ́kì nǹkan ìyẹn?
Máa dá ọkọ̀ mọ́ fún ọjọ́ mi ọjọ́ fẹ́ẹ́ tó better things.
Ẹ̀yin mo máa bẹ gbogbo àwọn bloggers tó bá ń pè yìí. Ẹ má rude sí wọn, ẹ má jágbe mọ́ wọn. Ẹ mọ̀ pé tọmọ yín lọ ṣe.
Wọn tó bá ti rude sí mi.
Ara ń tawá jura wa lọ ni o. Ṣé ti gẹ̀?
Àwọn yóò lè tájù mi lọ. Ara kò lè tájù mi lọ. So you should mind whatever she wants to say. I don't argue with anybody who bá ń jà. But the thing is that please mind whatever you say on my platform, on my page. That is what I want. Ẹ ṣé gan ma, mo really appreciate me.
You welcome.
Mo really appreciate ọ̀tẹ̀ bá mi sọ.
Ẹ lóyún ti ṣàgbéṣe wà.
Kó wá o.
Ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ máa ẹ kọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ yìí.
I don't want to greet am.
Mo fẹ́ sáré gbàdúrà.
Mo ti fi nílẹ̀ àbíyamọ òkú.
Okay. Tẹ́ ń gbọ́ mi bẹ́yẹn.
Ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ yìí.
Mo fẹ́ sáré gbàdúrà kékeré kan torí àwọn abiyamọ náà ń gbọ́ yín báyìí. Ẹbí tí abiyamọ òkú tú wọn ní gbé káwa mọ́lé lórúkọ Jésù.
Àmín Jésù.
Kẹ́rí mi mọ́ Mohbad o. Mo máa ń gbọ́ ìgbà tó ṣaláìsí mo ìwà ní Nàìjíríà ń gbà yẹn. Mo ní àwọn ọmọ mi ló wá sọ fún mi pé Mohbad tí mo máa ń jó sórí mo ní mi mọ gbogbo ìgbà tí mo wà ní Nàìjíríà lóòótọ́ mi mọ anything nípa TikTok mi kì í lọ sórí TikTok kan mi. Ṣé ìgbà tí mo wá kúrò Nàìjíríà mo wá ráyè mi lè parọ́ fún yín dáàbò wà láàrin ọmọ tí mo fẹ́ bí lẹ́sìn is 8 years láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ mo lè ti ń wojú Ọlọ́run yearly this year lọ́lọ́run ṣe dá mi lóhùn. Tí wọ́n wá sọ fún yín pé mi ṣé kí n má rí Mohbad lójú oorun mi ọkọ mi ní kí n rọra pé kí n máa jọ kí n gbé ọ̀rọ̀ TikTok fún méjèèjì tí mo ní mo ti ní TikTok pé kí n gbé ọ̀rọ̀ TikTok kúrò pé òru ọ̀sán wàṣà máa yọrí TikTok kí wa máa gbọ́ nǹkan tó ń sọ mo ní kò yé mi náà mi máa mọ Mohbad ṣé ilé tí mo wá lálà sí Mohbad ní òun fẹ́ tẹ̀lé mi lọlé mi ìmọ̀ gan mo dúró sí train station ó wá ní 6 ló pè mí lójú àláyìn ó wá ní ṣé òun lè tẹ̀lé mi àmọ́ kó má bínú mo ní ọkọ mi ló ń bọ̀ wá gbé mi mo ní mi ìdẹ̀ mọ́ mo ní bọ̀ Yorùbá ló dẹ̀ wá ń sọ ẹ̀ báyìí mo ní ṣáájú kọ́kọ́ mi dé ó wá ní kọ́kọ́ mi ṣe wá dé mo wá lọ bá ọkọ mi pé wo ọmọ tó wà stranded yóò máa ní òun fẹ́ tẹ̀lé wa lọlé ló wá ní pé ọkọ mi ò dẹ̀ mọ Mohbad ọkọ mi wá ní Mohbad ló dúró tiẹ̀ mo ní Mohbad ó wá ní sí pé ṣe ẹ̀mọ̀ pé òun ni mo ní mi mọ́ àdẹ̀gbé wá sílé àdáná àjẹun wá ń ṣe bíi àwa ṣe bí pé a ti mọra ti pẹ́ níwájú Ọlọ́run talẹ̀ mo di apá àti ẹsẹ̀ sínú rẹ̀ tí bá ń parọ́. ó wá ní 6 ó ní ṣé mi ìmọ̀ pé òun ní lẹ́ẹ̀kan mo ní mi ìmọ̀ mo ní kó má bínú ó wá ní òun fẹ́ play nǹkan kan fún mi fún èmi àtọkọ mi o. mo wá ní rìlé mo wá ní àní DVD mo ní sky là ń lòun bíi ọkọ mi wá ní bóyá so mo wá ní kó má wò wípé káwò lórí system ó wá ní ọkọ mi wá ní pé kò ní expand dáadáa pé kò ní tóbi bọ́kọ̀ mi ṣe wá lọ nìyẹn ìgbà tó máa fi dé ó wá ní ikú tó ń kú mo wá ń sọ fún pé Mohbad mo ní àwọn èèyàn ń wọ ẹ ńlẹ̀ mo ní mọ́mì àti dájì ẹ̀gbọ́n mo ní tó bá rí wọn ó ní àánú dájì ń ṣe òun ó ní òun ò rí dájì nígbà tó ń wà láyé ó ní ikú tó pa òun gangan lòun wá fẹ́ fi wọn wá mo ní tó bá jẹ́ òun ló wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ mo wá kó jẹ́ kí n lọ sí inquest o mo ní a lè jẹ́ evidence ó ní wọn ò lè rí ń bẹ̀ níwájú Ọlọ́run àti alààyè mà ọkọ mi ń gbọ́ mi báyìí níwájú Ọlọ́run àti alààyè ọkọ mi ń gbọ́ mi báyìí ó ní wọn ò lè rí mo ní kí la wá fẹ́ ṣe báyìí mo ní mi lè àlewo kíní báyìí ká dákẹ́ mo ní mi sí Nàìjíríà ó ní kí n má wọrí pé òun máa fọ́ àwọn kankan lójú mo ní mọ́mì ẹ̀ wá ń kọ́ ó ní mọ́mì ń pò òun yọ sí wọn pé òun fara ó ní òun fara wọn mọ́mì oní gbogbo ìgbà pé wọ́n mi ò fẹ́ lísìn sí un ẹjọ́ yẹ kí n pa ọkọ mi lísìn sí kíní mo ní kí la fẹ́ ṣe báyìí tí mọ́mì ẹ̀ máa fi lísìn sí ẹ ó ní kí n má wọrí sí pé òun máa jà fúnra òun pé gbogbo wọn ń da ojú ọ̀rọ̀ rú ó ní àwọn tó pa òun ó ní àwọn 3 ló pa òun mo di apá àti ẹsẹ̀ sínú ẹ̀ ti Ṣadé bí mo ṣe ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ yìí apá àti ẹsẹ̀ mo di sínú inú oyún mo wà mo dẹ̀ ń sọ kò sígbà tí mi ń sọ ẹkún fún Mohbad mo gbàdúrà lánàá ibi tí mo ti ń gbàdúrà mo dẹ̀ bú sẹ́kún mo ń sọ ẹkún so nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ bẹ̀yìn fún àǹtí Ṣadé ẹ jọ̀ọ́ Mohbad ò sinmi mo wá lọ sórí platform yẹn kan mo wá sọ̀rọ̀ yìí fún mọ́mí yẹn láti máa sọ fún mi pé bóyá ó fẹ́ wá sọ́dọ̀ mi pé bẹ́ẹ̀ máa bí Mohbad mo ní mo lè bí ṣùgbọ́n mi ì mọ̀ gbogbo ìgbà tí bá sùn báyìí Mohbad ni tí bá sùn báyìí Mohbad ni àwọn èèmọ̀ tún jí lọ́kọ̀ mi ní òun lálàá pé oúnjẹ tó ń jẹ pé òun àti Mohbad ń jẹun mo ní ìwọ lọ́run mo ní ó tún ti dé ọ̀dọ̀ ẹ̀ mo ní kò lè mọ̀ pé kò rẹ́ẹ̀sì o mi lè parọ́ fún yín àti Ṣadé Mohbad ò sinmi ó ń rìn kiri ni ó dẹ̀ ní ó máa ja ìjà yẹn pé ó máa lágbára ó ní tí àwọn gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ò bá fún un ní ìdájọ́ ó ní ó máa ja ìjà yẹn pé ó máa gbèjà ara wọn pé ṣé mo rí nǹkan tó wà lọ́wọ́ yìí mo ní kí ni ó ní sword ni pé ó máa fi gbèjà ara wọn ó ní òun wọ́ọ̀nù mọ́ mi ó ní bọ̀ kò gbọ́ ó ní kò tẹ́tí sí ó ní òun fi ara wọn ní gbogbo gbà I don't know
bóyá lè pe sísá nkẹ́ béèrè ó ní òun fi ara wọn sísá òun ní gbogbo ìgbà ó ní bọ̀ kò lísìn sí òun ó ní òun máa ti ọwọ́ òun máa ti nǹkan bọ àwọn ojú àwọn èèyàn kọ̀ọ̀kan pé òun máa fọ́ ojú wọn ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mà ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n rí justice fún Mohbad mi ìmọ̀ Mohbad mi ìmọ̀ mi ìgbà tó wà láyé mi ìmọ̀ mi orin ẹ̀gbọ́n tí mo gbọ́ gan mi ìmọ̀yàn tó kọ́ mo ṣáà ń kọrin tèmi ni mi ìmọ̀yàn tó kọ́ ẹ jọ̀ọ́ àìṣàdé ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run ẹ ní gbọ́mọ sí i àwọn ọmọ yóò ní kú dànù wọn ní kú mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́ ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n rí justice fún Mohbad ẹ jọ̀ọ́ gbogbo ọ̀nà tó bá lè gbà
Ọlọ́run ló máa jẹ́ ká rí
máa rí justice fún ọmọ yóò sí mi Mohbad ò sí mi ó ń rìn kiri ni ó ní kí n jọ ó ní ṣé òun lè tẹ̀lé mi lọlé mo dẹ̀ ti rí Mohbad báyà ti ju mi tí n bá fẹ́ sùn báyìí gbogbo ohun mi ò ju 2 hours mo lọ ọ̀dọ̀ midwife mi lánàá wọ́n ní mi kì í sùn wọ́n rí nínú kíní pé mi kì í sùn pé I should be resting mi kì í sùn lóòótọ́ ni màá tan títọ́ọ̀kì fóònù méjèèjì ni màá fi tan ọkọ mi ṣé kì í ṣe ń lélẹ̀ báyìí mo ní kò tiẹ̀ yé mi mọ́ mo ní mi mọ́ mo ní ọ̀rọ̀ abiyamọ ló ń ta mí ẹ wo mi ọmọ méjì ọmọ kan ni mo ní láyé mi àti ilé tó wà ní mo dẹ̀ mọ bó ṣe ń ṣèyàn ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mà ẹ jẹ́ kán rí justice fún Mohbad ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ìlérí Olúwa ẹ jọ̀ọ́ gbogbo ọ̀nà tó ní òfin àwọn máa jà ẹ má jẹ́ kó á dúró dìgbà tó máa jà bóyá nǹkan máa bàjẹ́ ẹ̀dọ́ tí tó ń rìn kiri ni ó ní òun fi ara wọn mọ́ mi wọn ẹ lè pe sísà yín ó ní òun fi ara wọn ní gbogbo ìgbà ó ní àwọn kan lọ ń ṣiṣẹ́ sára pé kán má bàa rí òun ó ní òun máa bàjẹ́ ó ní àwọn tó lọ́wọ́ ní
gbogbo wọn lọ́pàá pé ẹ
ó ní ojoojúmọ́ náà ń wẹ ìwẹ̀ pé kán má bàa rí òun tó ń ti òun
sẹ́yìn. kọ́ máa wẹ̀ nínú òkú kọ́lọ̀ wẹ̀ nínú ọ̀sà wọ́n máa jẹ̀yà ẹ̀ wọ́n ní tọ́ lọ.
àmì Jésù àmì ló ń kọ Jésù.
ó bá wù ọ́ kọ́lọ̀ wẹ̀ gbogbo òkú já àwọn náà máa kúkú tó kú ṣáà ni.
àmì Jésù àmì ló ń kọ Jésù.
ẹ kọ́kọ́ ní ìbàlẹ̀ Ọlọ́run máa dẹ̀ tẹ̀yìn láyọ̀.
àmì ló ń kọ Jésù àmì gbọ́mọ sí ló ń kọ Jésù. Pẹ̀lẹ́ máa ṣe gan ni mà God bless you ma. Yes ma ẹ ṣe gan ni mà.
Ìjọba mi kí jáde rà sí everybody.
Wọ́n á gbọ́ náà àwọn náà wà lórí TikTok bẹ́yìn. Ẹ ṣe ma God bless you ma. Yes ma.
I'm tired.
Shade not even know anything for the TikTok. Like picking the teacher.
Hey, my sister, welcome to house. Good morning. Good morning. Now, how's that day now?
Now, film that they watch.
Don't worry, just hold on a little bit. Romeo is having his breakfast.
Okay.
So when we are done, we can start living, okay? Oh, thank you. Hey, Tegolo, you look so smart.
Una here? Pregnant woman. I dream see Mohbad now. Pregnant woman.
No, just someone.
Okay, here it is. Hey, go.
Mommy, yes, I go down. What is chicken? It's right. Mommy, the chicken's sweet though. Love your frozen chicken. I like chicken more than cheese.
Okay.
Mommy, will you? Mommy, they cook. But this one, do they do? I don't know. Mommy, no. That's what they do. I see where they do that. Mommy, I know what they think for your mind. I think they like New York Friday.
I want to say thank you for everyone. Ẹ ṣé o, Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè, á túbọ̀ máa ràn yín lọ́wọ́ o. Justice for Mohbad, Ọlọ́run á jàre justice o. Àdúrà mi ni pé káyé tèmi justice because mi ò fẹ́ kí Mohbad ṣì wà níbẹ̀ yẹn o. I don't want him to be there lying down just like that. People were just saying that àwọn rí nígbà àwọn rí láwo. Mo gbàdúrà pé Ọlọ́run á jẹ́ káyé tèmi justice so that àjẹ́ lè tètè sí. Ọlọ́run á ràn wá lọ́wọ́. Thank you for everything you have done.
Mommy,
No.
that's what they do.
Thank you. Wait.
Mommy, I know what you think for your mind. I know I don't die. Reach out. Mommy, who don't die, make us stop the love right to.
Ask about me. What you learn me?
Money. Mainstream media they elaborate. Nǹkan tó bá mainstream media láti post làwọn máa post.
What if you keep talking?
Kó lè slow.
Me, I live on saying as
Ló
well.
ń tọrọ owó kẹ́ donate. Olóṣèlú kò ṣe yẹn. Mi lè ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ mọ́, mo ti sọ gbogbo ẹ̀. Ọlọ́run fọ̀rùn kẹ́ Mohbad, mo ti sọ̀rọ̀ tán. Any question?
Hey, a panelist, any question?
Yeah?
Panelist. Mommy, I just
Prince got a question. Prince got a question. The Prince got a question. The Prince.
Good afternoon, everyone. The question, my question is just totally different from just from Mohbad, but it's about something that I noticed recently. You know, has anybody noticed pé tó bá bí ọmọ bí ọjọ́ ọmọkùnrin pé face recognition face ó lè open phone face ọmọ yẹn lè open phone náà? Has anybody noticed kìíní yẹn rí?
Kò dáa o. Mo là ń sọ fún Google sí. O ṣe àgbọn kan tí bọ̀bọ̀ Google yẹn sọ.
Ó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi.
Ó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi o.
Mo notice pé that was about few years ago. Mo notice pé tí ọmọ mi ọkùnrin bá ti mú fóònù dání, òun nìkan ló máa access fóònù yẹn. Mi ìkọ́kọ́ notice recently I have a lady tó ní ọmọbìnrin náà fún mi. Ó wá notice pé tí ọmọbìnrin náà bá ti mú fóònù yẹn dání, ó máa open face. Mani kini so mo fẹ́ wọ́n ní pé kí n confirm is it DNA or what? Ṣé DNA ni àbí kí ló wà?
Nǹkan tí mo feel kò ń ṣẹlẹ̀ face recognition ìkànnà àwọn ọmọ mi ta ló jọ mí jù ní gbogbo wọn, my oldest. It has to do with this whole, I don't know. The face recognition technology has to do with this whole. It's not DNA, it's something else. I'm looking for the name of it. Okay, Johnny Google accounts.
Ben.
Johnny Google accounts.
Yes, I have Google account.
Okay, so about Google Photos, Show me what archive Google Photos.
Yeah, tó máa gbé ojú àwọn èèyàn jáde báyìí.
Tó máa gbójú àwọn èèyàn jáde. Ṣé ti notice àwọn ojú kan tó yẹ pé wọ́n Google á bi ẹ́ pé is this the same person?
Yeah, no, what is pé nǹkan tí mo notice pé Google máa arrange àwọn pictures èèyàn. Well, if you look alike, I pack and pictures in TV.
But tó máa ń béèrè nígbà míì, á ní is this the same person?
I'm noticing it.
Notice face recognition technology. Okay. At one point, it brought out a young boy at a school that I went to talk to. In audience, boy, is he the same person as my own son KJ?
And picture KJ is 23, 24 next month, but picture KJ ìgbà tó kéré ni. Ọmọdé yẹn náà kéré. Ọmọ yẹn estimated 23 ló náà emergency. But it was a kiddie picture in my phone, and it says, "Is it the same person?" And I put no. It will bring another picture of KJ. Is this the same person? Yes. Sometimes we rearrange pictures and it will just tell you just to help them out. The whole face recognition thing goes back to the guy at Google that created AI. You know, he left Google and said he regrets creating AI. That is going to cause a lot of trouble in the future. Now, it is not unusual. A lot of young people, I think it has to do with the face shape. So to get shape of the face and all that. Yeah. Now, so to see airport, the face recognition really.
Yeah, that's what man looks the intro.
It's intro.
I don't know to better.
Dubai see. Oh, need to swipe. Swipe passports. Ní Dubai mo see. Ojú ló máa fi wọnú plane. Ojú ló máa fi wọnú plane.
Yeah, Dubai in the last 1 year or something.
Ojú ló máa fi wọnú plane. And then are you familiar with the face recognition thing? So bá dìde ní airport tó ń roam around. Tí wọ́n monitor ṣe kiri. Lọ́n lò sí. Tó wá gbé báàgì wọn sílẹ̀ sí. For example, biscuit wà ní báàgì Shoprite kan. Biscuit àti chocolate tẹ́ máa jẹ́ nínú plane. Ẹ wá roam around because wọ́n ti pè boarding. Ẹ wá lọ ṣèṣì gbé báàgì yẹn sílẹ̀. Ṣé ti get? Face recognition yẹn ó máa alert àwọn boarding gate pé ẹnìkan ti drop package síbi kan. Ṣé ti understand? Wọ́n máa fún wọn security company wọ́n máa fún wọn láàlá because it could be a bomb. Wọ́n á bèrè lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ní ilé pé ta ló gbé black Shoprite sí kọ́nà bẹ́yẹn ló wà nínú ẹ lọ pé biscuit wà ló wà nínú àti chocolate. So it's a lot of things that are not perfect. Shape of the face. Àwọn tá a ní face recognition lórí iPhone. Gbàmí iPhone ò ṣí fún wa. Have you noticed?
iPhone máa ń ṣe.
Kò ń ṣí fèmí all the time. 60% of the time mo ṣì máa lo passcode mi.
Okay, máa lọ gbégbá mi kò ní ṣí ìgbà mi ò máa ń ṣe. Okay, mo ní.
But mo ṣe face recognition mi. Let me tell you what I did. When I did my face recognition, I only just did it like I had a mask on, not mask, COVID, face mask for beauty. So ojú mi funfun and everything. Mo ní bóyá mask ẹni ò jẹ́ kó máa recognize me all the time. 60% of the time kò jẹ́ ṣì máa code. So mo máa tún ṣe lọ́sàn-án yìí. Mi ò wọ mask, just myself, my face, no makeup, nothing. Because ìgbà mi ò wá ń bí mi nú tí máa lo face recognition tí fóònù bá ṣí. So this whole thing is our fear. We all fear each other. I fear ara wa ẹnìkan máa lọ sí fóònù ló máa lọ.
And kí ni àwọn èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ wà very careful àwọn tó bá lọ ọmọ sílé because àwọn ọmọ máa wọnú fóònù ẹ̀ wọ́n dẹ̀ máa ṣe a lot of damages before you kò tó
mọ̀. Wọ́n lè delete nǹkan náà.
Yeah, wọ́n lè delete nǹkan wọ́n dẹ̀ lọ máa send information to you can send out of the phone.
You have to be like so you really have to be. You really have to be. You have to be very, very careful. I mean, because
you need to work off the passport to say, "Oh, the man, it's okay." How they recognize you? Oh, they recognize you. Oh, they get them open. Oh, you like to go to the station.
Lẹ́yìn 9/11 ní ìsìn kó tó wà ẹni ò máa bá other countries kó tó wà American sìn gbogbo èèyàn ló wà ní manifest. Gbogbo èèyàn tó wà ní manifest must be submitted to the US Department.
Dr. Kemi. Dr. Kemi, good evening, ma.
Good evening.
Yeah, please, I have a question.
Go ahead, Sonia.
Yeah. If Mohbad actually, let's assume that Mohbad actually died before the nurse came.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible that whatever the nurse gave him, the injection or whatever that was passed into his system after he died, is it possible that the traces would appear in the test that will be done?
Not anymore. That's what we're talking. No, Sonia, that's what we're talking about on Daddy Freeze. Everything the nurse brought, according to the police, they listed the drugs. The drugs were tetanus injection, when we say injection, a lot of times people think it's a needle going inside you to inject, but it's not always inside you. A lot of times the injections are going inside the bag, the IV. The IV is what the Nigerians call drips. Okay, the medical world in Nigeria calls it drips. America intravenous drip, but we call it IV. Now, if Mohbad had died before she got there, the first thing she should do as a nurse, this is why she has to come to the inquest. And she's not, the fact that she didn't even show up yesterday, she was a fool. Because if she had showed up yesterday with all the others not showing up and she had testified, she will look good. Did you guys know that, Sonia? She will look good yesterday. Yeah, she would have looked good and they would have just dismissed her from the whole thing. But not showing up, she looks suspicious now. Now, when they called her to come in, she saw the crowd outside. She went inside, she dropped her drugs, she started. The first thing she was supposed to do is to take his pulse, okay? And he was bleeding heavily. If you take Mohbad's pulse and he has no pulse, then he's dead. There was no heart-lung machine inside the house. There was no pulse machine inside the house, okay? If she brought a blood pressure machine and she took Mohbad's blood pressure, she should know by the blood pressure and the pulse on the blood pressure if it's 0. If the pulse read 0, that means Mohbad is dead. If she now did what I think she may have been doing in the 48 hours she was there, okay, when someone is dead and you pretend that they're still alive and you're treating them, you know that also happens. Especially when you have 15 people in the house who want to know everything. So you get.
Yes, ma'am.
So you must play dead with the dead. Okay, when I was in Port Harcourt prison, Becky was pregnant, 8 months pregnant, and she was a thief. An EFCC swindler. Ojo go, Ode man all money, Ojo block, Ojo. But she was in there 8 months pregnant. And in Port Harcourt, she's known as a big woman who owns a boutique and everything. But she was in Port Harcourt prison for a lot of oil theft. One morning when Becky woke up, they were screaming on cell 2. They were screaming as if chauffeur be money bugwe. And on wardresses, there's usually 4 wardresses on duty during the day. But the night wardresses were only 2. One of them ran out of the prison's compound to go and get help from the office. That something is happening with one of the inmates, a seizure and blah, 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 blah. But my baby what they had to do, there was so much chaos that they had to open our own cell 1. So all inmates came out into the yard praying. I want to pray, don't share. Then people were crying. Becky was dead. So as the pharmacist among every of the inmates, Moanika when you couldn't be, if anyone lie down. More lie down, Lori girl, only 8 months, so only more she lie down, Lori. I lie down on Becky. And the inmates started beating me. Kemi, get up, Kemi, no, Kemi. They didn't know I was trying to give her CPR. I was giving her cardiopulmonary resuscitation because she had no pulse. I said, stop beating me. I'm trying to revive her. I'm a pharmacist, you know that now. They didn't know. Because when you're in prison, you are there with illiterates, all kinds of street people. So it's like, many of them didn't know CPR. They pulled me away from her. Then I took Becky's hand, her left hand, and I was feeling for a pulse. She had no pulse, 0. So just remember, the wardresses didn't know what was going on. By the time the wardresses came back to the cell block, they brought an ambulance with them. Ambulance, they were reverse. All along, Tagbe Becky Sile. Dr. Wade, one of the doctors of the prison, he now went to Becky on the ground, and the doctor said to me, I looked at the doctor. The doctor knows me when I go to clinic, and he knows I'm a pharmacist in real life, aside from being the journalist that they locked me up for. So I looked at this doctor, and I said, Doctor, there's no pulse, you know. Doctor Bashe, Oba no Kasimi, you get, no, Dorie, only, yeah. So we can't say this out because the inmates will go crazy. So she's dead, right? She's the D, right? D status. The doctor said yes. But you know what the doctor was doing? He put the stethoscope to his ears. He was checking her Becky's chest. He was playing doctor when the patient was dead. Just to get. Because there were so many 40 inmates around you. Oh, misfire now. Only people on treat any. Okay, everybody move. We're going to carry her. We're going to carry her into the ambulance. Ambulance by reverse gate the female cell block. Oh my, it's cool. So our inmates, everybody lifted her. Becky, I hope you come back with the baby. Everyone that went to prison that was pregnant, they came back with the baby. But they were quite so Dr. Wani will check your heart rate or Omoto and 8 months. Sure you get. So it's like we don't know what happened, but only 2 people, 2 wardresses, 40 inmates, and Kemi Olunloyo and a doctor. Only 2 people knew at that moment that Becky was actually dead. Okay. So they carried her to the ambulance and they took her away. Later during the day, they called a meeting, all inmates to the church. We have a church inside the cell block. So no matter was the church, very a big thing now, or Gafeso, only Becky cool. So to get. So we were prison it was really bad. Imagine if they had told them at that time before she went. Imagine they would have beaten up the doctor now.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
Becky was dead. She was gone. I will never forget her. She was very nice. Also, I want to go for me. Only saw word here. Mudewari cartoon color Twitter this week. She said you have $1 billion in your head, but the problem is how to get it out. Kemi, you are pregnant with ideas. You are pregnant with ideas. Because in prison, we'll be talking about ideas we can do to make Nigeria better, to do some things in the community. Only Kemi, you are so pregnant with ideas. You have $1 billion in your head. It's just the way to get it out. I saw a cartoon today. It looked like money stuffed in somebody's skull. How to get it out. So I never forget that. But that's how we lost her. Back to Mohbad. Is that what Folashade did? In the middle of 15 people watching to see Mohbad.
Please. Àwọn wicked ones tó wà Nigeria, àwọn ni ò jẹ́ kí talent ẹ̀ kó yọ. You understand? It is a pity. Wọ́n lérò pé àwọn ṣẹ́ níkà. Wọ́n ṣe àìmọye millions of Nigeria níkà. Wọ́n lè ṣera wọn níkà. I'm telling you the facts.
Èmi tó ẹ pé ní Maryland tí wọ́n celebrate mi tí mo lọ White House tí wọ́n volunteer of the year nítorí drug abuse prevention. Gbogbo yẹn làwọn NDLA ká tán ní tán fi mí sínú panel wọn. Wọ́n á fẹ́ gbé gánsì pé tí n bá padà sí Maryland mo ń lọ sí Senate nìyẹn State Senate má dẹ̀ fi yẹn wọlé Congress. Life mi ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní 16 nìyẹn. Gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣe fún mi Nàìjíríà mi ò lè tẹ̀lú yẹn mọ́. I believe that if I land in Nigeria for anything, just landing on Nigeria, so bad things will start happening to me. So I'm not even going near Nigeria. It was horrible. What people do, the way they stop you, and your family included. Your family included. Look at what happened. Mommy àti Funke ṣe nà mí, tí gbogbo ara mi bó. But they move on. Mi ò dorúkọ ẹnìkankan mọ́. My name did me more harm than good. So anyone that has to move on in their life, leave your family if your family is not working. Some people have good families. They go online and say, my family is good, my family first, my family. Not everybody celebrates those posts because we know we don't have that kind of family. So at the end of the day, Folashade could have been treating a dead body with 15 people in the house watching her, seeing what she's doing, and neighbors saying that people were already crying before she got there. She might even come to treat a dead body. Now, she had no, these are the things they need to investigate, and the police has not done it. They came and they took Mohbad's Android phone, and they took all the medicines and all the empty vials and everything, and they listed everything for us. The combination of drugs that girl bought, could well be a good combination, but that should not have been administered by her alone. It should have been administered by a registered nurse who was supervising her. So she misfired there. She's an auxiliary nurse. She 2 years in prison for that. She was an auxiliary nurse. Manslaughter here. America manslaughter charge normal for auxiliary nurse. Then they break license. Her license will be revoked. So at the end of the day, I saw procaine there. Okay? I saw procaine. I saw penicillin G. I saw tetanus. I saw ceftriaxone. I saw injectable diclofenac injection for pain. I didn't really see I didn't see much narcotics there, but I saw a lot of anti-inflammatory, okay, which is consistent to a stabbing. And I saw a lot of antibiotics consistent to infection, and I saw tetanus itself there. So sodium chloride, she came with sodium chloride bags. She should have come with a high blood pressure medicine, a high blood pressure machine, which would tell us the blood pressure of Mohbad, monitoring it around the clock, and then also monitoring his pulse. So we can only go by what Owoha told us, saying that as she got injected, she gave him three separate injections at once. Okay, Folashade injected 3 drugs into the IV, and Mohbad got goosebumps. And the goosebumps is to tell you that anaphylaxis is looming. And she kept injecting the self-triaxone. So she trial and error. Could they epinephrine, Danny? Could they epinephrine, Danny? So, si Mohbad react, the next thing is on my convulse. Phone my best, you know, what's in Kuni, small bites, what's in lobby, see, what's in the iPhone, what's in the 10%. Now, anytime you know, go to Ghana, they have light all the time. Nobody uses power bank. Go to Ivory Coast, light all the time. South Africa, light all the time. The time when they take light, you know what happens in those countries? People will come out protesting, they'll be mad, they'll be talking on the radio against their lawmakers, but they rarely take light. Now let's go to places like Nigeria where we turn generator on and we don't have light all the time. We have power banks in our bags and everything. Now, if you go to a hotel in Nigeria, there's lights 24/7 because the hotels don't go in NEPA mode. But it's some hotel, so you know Latiwa. Plug your iPhone. Okay, let's just do this. Your iPhone is not plugged, it's 100%. So you begin your work as a journalist. Imagine 12 hours, go to iPhone, mon post everywhere. Then we for freelance people. No, or phone at one point, I look at my phone, after 4 hours, the phone is showing 77%. I still continue to use because I know I have lights. Everybody on this live, when your phone reaches 10% on an iPhone, are you like me that I continue to use it until I see 3%? I know that I'm going to bath or I'm going to eat. So I know that I have time to charge it. So I will go down to 2% because at 2%, iPhone will shut down. I have iPhone 12. It will shut down at 2%. It will tell you that you can't even take photo at that point. No flash, nothing. But
please, can we keep tapping, please? Please, let's power tap, please. Let's power tap.
It's our network. It's our network. It's our network.
Oh, okay. Please.
Let's keep power tapping. I'll be charging people now if you don't power tap. I'm counting your power tapping. Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on. Let's do it. I'll be charging you. I think it's our network.
Please leave that guy. Leave that Abu Kudus. What's the name? What's he block here already?
Just one pity. Anytime this woman is talking, they always come here to abuse. I don't know why.
Dr. Kemini. If you see the word coming.
Because she always says the truth.
And now.
Why to game though?
You do have to take a submission. If you like, take it. If you like, don't take it.
Just but you learn one way or the other. You learn from our submission.
Yes, now.
They refuse to learn. They don't want to learn. They refuse to.
I want to my office. You want to like in India. I want to my shaposi. You want to like.
I want Beru.
Go take my down.
Oh, okay.
Then to buy some truth about me. Anyone that doesn't like the truth should not listen to me. Because Nigerians don't understand things, I explain it in layman terms. Layman terms, they were saying because journalist man look. We're not supposed to be explaining.
Dr. Kenny, you know why you're saying like this? Because all your life you live in Western world, and in Western world you always say the truth, no matter the situation, you know. And that's
that's how it works.
Nobody can change you. That's you. You understand what I'm saying?
And we have the freedom of the press.
You can't lie.
And you are not lie with.
Now, do you guys realize that?
Yeah.
Do you guys realize that?
But in Africa,
the prince.
Lies. Our leaders are liars.
Yeah.
You know? So,
the prince, let me tell you something. What do you think the prince, like, one of the things in the West, in journalism is that we use 10th grade language in America, and 10th grade language is JSS 1. In Nigeria, you must write the news that you are going to broadcast on TV so that a JSS 1 student can actually read the news, sit down and watch it, and tell their parents what they watch. There you get. So, you know, when you layman's terms, and that's how I practice journalism, and the extras I have other journalists don't have the extras. Imagine if someone else investigated Mohbad's case. So come on, call that's my this drug and that drug. Show me.
Yes.
The extras I have is God. Although I don't for me extras here, I'm a pharmacist as well. When you free shake me was live. Being a pharmacist, it was very helpful in this. No pharmacist has talked about Mohbad's case. No one has even come out to say, okay, this is that one. The meeting was in sorrow on the epinephrine. Okay? So Mohbad bring consider layman's term. So if I plug iPhone in 10%, to lodge a sandwich to padà sí pálọ̀, ṣé kò ní wọ 50%?
Yes.
Because you know how iPhone charges. That is the same thing that happened to Mohbad. Mohbad was at 10%. Ó ti ń foam lẹ́nu, ó ti ń ní convulsions, but sísí yẹn ò mú epinephrine wá. A dẹ̀ ti sọ̀rọ̀ nípa EpiPen. EpiPen is marketed in America. Ó lè lọ rà ní drugstore, kò ń ṣe prescription mọ́. We used to give it as a prescription when I was practicing actively in the States. Anyone can buy epinephrine now. If they were in a hospital setting, no one in clinic, tí Mohbad bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí develop reaction, yẹn wọ́n máa ti gún epinephrine right away. Epinephrine yẹn máa gbé Mohbad the 70% of life. It's like an iPhone. So she didn't have epinephrine and Mohbad was at 10% and it was going to 5%. Mohbad finally entered 0%. That's why Folashade should actually be locked up. That's why she should be locked up. If we need bail, to show up. See, inquest. They are taking about 2 years in prison. Testimony Folashade is so important, like what I described to you in Port Harcourt prison. That doctor that they called to come into the prison has an alibi. I could not announce that Becky was dead because the inmates would beat me up and they would go crazy. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
That's what that doctor would say. But in Folashade's case, she needs to answer the inquest. Did you come to a dead body or a dying body? So again, did you come to a dead body or a dying body? What medications did you administer? The police told us this. Kí ni wọ́n ní? Ẹ jẹ́ kó sọ medicine tó ń administer versus list the police. Nǹkan tí police kó nulẹ̀ yẹn náà rí. Nǹkan tó kó nulẹ̀ yẹn ni wọ́n rí. Are there other drugs? Táwọn Ìyábọ̀ àti Wùmí ti dà sínú dustbin tó ti lò tán tó rí. Do you understand me?
Àti Kẹ́mi, mo fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ kiri kan náà. Jẹ́ ìbílí pé àwọn èèyàn tó ń kọ̀ pé bàbá Mohbad ò rí. Ìyá àti bàbá Mohbad yẹn. Ká ní bàbá yẹn rí ìyá tó fún ọ lára wọ́n máa ṣe.
Àwọn tó sọ pé kò délé wo.
Ilé ìṣẹ́ lọ ń rí ìyá àtẹ̀mí àwọn. Tó lọ ń ṣòkò bóyá òun fẹ́ béèrè nǹkan tó pa ọmọ òun àbí òun máa pọlọ́pàá àbí òun máa ṣe anything. Tọ́ba àwọn ilé ìṣẹ́ àbáyẹn lè ṣe. Iṣẹ́ believe.
They can do that. They can do that, but everybody in that house saw what was going, and 4 of them cooperated with me at huge anonymity because I wanted to put the facts out there. And even the police said the police interviewed Folashade, and they took evidence of all the packets of drugs they found on the scene. Some of the drugs could have been disposed already, but I want to know. But one interview Folashade, if one list got to run a chemist. So gbogbo nǹkan tó rà chemists, this is why American chemists gbogbo ẹ̀ ló wà ní computer, but Niger chemists ẹ máa mú list lọ òun náà DJ bá mi kó lọ rògùn wá òun náà kó wá second day ẹ̀ tún rán kó lọ rògùn wá òun náà kó gùn wá errand boy lòun kí ló dé tí pharmacy ò ṣe wà nínú inquest nígbà tí Cynthia kú àti sọ tán rape Cynthia tán pa the pharmacy was included in the inquest ta ló fún àwọn boys ní ìròyìn náà tán lọ drug girl yìí tán dẹ̀ rape ẹ̀ tán dẹ̀ pa. The pharmacist was prosecuted, not about 10 years. At the end of the day, why are we not talking about the pharmacy that they went to buy drugs, and so the press conference? On run Colorado drug, on DJ Bami, Ayobami Colorado drugs. Ayobami never put to buy on Riley, to buy on Ryan, Tikomba, is me as she. Yeah, I can't say Shabani, Oshabu, Tokote, epinephrine, Danny, or injected, why try? Kí ló gbé self-trial sí òun nílé Mohbad? Wọ́n gún lọ́bẹ̀ ni now. Ẹ rò pé wọ́n gún ní nǹkan kan ní to sharp object. Ẹ rò pé self-trial action is just an antibiotic we use. Àwọn top of the line cephalosporins, gunshot wounds. Nígbà tí mo ṣiṣẹ́ University of Maryland, wọ́n bá ti wáyà, wọ́n bá ti rédíò wa pé helicopter ti ń bọ̀ o. There is a shooting, 2 victims, 14 and 16-year-old.
That is the first medication you have to make sure is on the ground with
Exactly.
EpiPen injection.
EpiPen must be the first thing. We use ceftriaxone for deep wounds. Deep wounds la ń lo ceftriaxone fún because tí infection bá ṣẹlẹ̀ internally ṣàbámárì infection tí téèyàn bá gé nǹkan ń gé salad abẹ́ nǹkankan nínú salad ingredient ó wá lọ gé ọwọ́ ẹ̀ ó deep dànù. Deepness yẹn o lè stop bleeding yẹn kó fi oògùn sí kó iodide àbí nǹkan sí but tó bá deep wọnú skin epidermis okay you might need stitches àwa lọ sí clinic wá fún one stitches but tó bá deep yẹn ti ju stitches lọ òun láti lọ sí hospital tó máa fún ẹni antibiotic intravenous IV wọ́n máa gún ẹni tetanus gún ẹni antibiotics intravenous wọ́n dẹ̀ máa lo ceftriaxone cephalosporin is fontana and the most important one cephalexin ló máa ń lò cephalexin ló máa ń lò jù fún skin infection gẹ́gẹ́ yóò tẹ̀ gbé cephalexin wá ceftriaxone ló gbé wá so wọ́n ti sọ fún lórí fún wọn gúnyàn ẹjẹ́ má jẹ́ ká parọ́ Ìyábọ̀ àti Wùmí ti pé gẹ́ẹ̀lì wọ́n ti sọ fún lórí fún pé ẹnìkan ti wà stabbed so she came all the way from Cotonou the other nurse was not available kí ló dé kúrámẹ́dì wà ń bẹ̀ ẹ̀ lọ sí hospital because Mohbad was scared the Malians might come and meet me there he was so scared that the Malians would meet me ló lọ sí hospital October 6 2022 gbà tán lù tán tó sì tweet tó ń sọ gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ nínú hospital Wùmí you were avoiding a criminal charge hospital náà bá ti sọ pé wọ́n gún ọmọ ìlọ́bẹ̀ náà tó máa pọ̀ ọlọ́pàá tó máa arrest Wùmí and everything. How do we operate in Nigeria? No EpiPen, no nothing. So,
since I have some questions to ask you.
Mo ti ṣetán lórí kéèsì but mi ò ní gbà tán bá prosecute Fèyí Ṣayọ̀. Mi ò tiẹ̀ ní gbà rárá ni. Kí ló ń gbé ní Cotonou fún tí ò lè gbé Nàìjíríà? Ṣé máa lọ pé nọ́ọ̀sì wá láti Amẹ́ríkà ní kó wá treat Mohbad? Questions jàre.
I have some questions for you, sis. As a secret investigator, are you supposed to tell your name? Are you supposed to let the public know your identity?
I am a journalist, and I'm what
No. I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking generally.
Okay, now investigators are usually two types. We have police investigators. Okay, like let me give you an example. One we got, are you abroad somewhere?
Tokunbo ló sọ̀rọ̀ now.
Ibo ló wà?
Ó ti gbàgbé. Baltimore.
Tokunbo wo ni? Tokunbo Baltimore. Okay, Tokunbo. Ṣó rántí case kan tó yẹ ṣe parí trial ẹ̀ ní Baltimore ní 2020. Gbogbo èèyàn rant nípa Aunty kan kú kan. Why is no one talking about Abu Abel? Do you guys know Abu Abel? Do you guys know Abu?
Yes.
Abu is into real estate. Only the video. Abu ló ní Mohbad now. Olóńbá Mohbad wá gbogbo show. Darusha wá ń parọ́ pé òun ló máa ń kó shows wá bá Mohbad. Abu is in a cult. Okay, Ayé fraternity. Mohbad was in the same cult. Abu ló kó gbogbo àwọn shows yẹn wá bá Mohbad. Olólìnkẹ̀ mọ́ àwọn Cubana chief prince Soso bẹ̀rẹ̀ kan for low gbogbo shows tí Mohbad Abu Abel is the one but no one is talking about Abu in this case. He was the one that was linking Mohbad to all the gigs. He doesn't have any say in the death but it's very important to know because Ojo Mohbad is standing outside the Mohbad venue and throwing cult signs. Don't you sign our cultists?
No, but can you hear okay, hold on, please. Can I play this for you?
Because same thing.
Hold on, I want to play the voice note. I think Abu is neutral.
What did you say about Abu?
Hold on, I'm talking.
Abu don't run Mohbad now. Don't run Gbogbo business deals Mohbad. Gbogbo shows, Gbogbo everything. Unless one to London.
But Abu doesn't know me at all because Abu confirmed it that I don't know you. And we confirmed yes. They don't know each other.
Still a conversation, yeah.
That's what the music is going to play for you now, man.
Oh yeah, please. Oh God, it will be time she lost so fast. It's very 6 o'clock in Nigeria.
Question tẹ bèèrè nípa àbúrò ibẹ̀ wọ́n á fún nǹkan tí mo notice nípa kéèsì ni pé kéèsì yóò ṣe open tí wọ́n bá lọ open ẹ̀ deeply ó máa hàn ní àwọn tẹ̀ expect orúkọ wọn máa jáde nínú kéèsì.
Kí ló dé táwọn bọ́lá ti fi ìṣòro kan wò jáde? Àwọn promoter ò jáde.
Ó lè má jẹ́ lórí ikú Mohbad gan lórí nǹkan míì tó hàn sí kéèsì lọ́rùn. So nǹkan tí everybody ṣe tó everybody ṣe ń sá ní ẹ̀tọ́ yẹn ń block ẹ̀. Okay, why is actually on threatening Yomi? Lórí ẹsẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ kéèsì. Why kí ló ń threatening ẹ̀ fún?
Yomi wo non threatening.
Yomi ṣèbí Yomi tó bọ̀bọ̀ tó ṣe múbì yẹn.
Yomi Fabi.
Ta ló threatening Yomi Fabi?
Ó sọ lánàá náà ó lóun ti rí sí oríṣi test oríṣi call tó ti ń threatening o. Ó ní ẹlẹ́nìkan tó fẹ́ fún information ó ní wọ́n ti threatening tẹ́niyẹn sọ pé tẹ́niyẹn ò dáhùn mú lóun mọ́. Kí ló ń threatening àwọn èèyàn fún?
Ẹni kọ́kọ́ threatening ni wọ́n ọ̀bẹ ní kankan láti threatening mi because kò sẹ́ni tó wọ́n bí tí mo wà mo jẹ́ n bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. No one knows where I live, no one knows where I am, not even my family. I don't talk to my family, I don't know anybody. I've kept my location in this world secret. I travel around, I'm living from hotel to hotel. I have my own apartment, but I'm working a lot all over the world. You've seen me in Canada, you've seen me in America, you've seen me in Ghana, you've seen me in Ivory Coast. Nobody knows my location. After that whole leakage of my phone number, I don't talk about anything like that anymore. I don't use WhatsApp. I don't use many things anymore. But at the end of the day, ó dùn àwọn kan pé mi ni mo ṣe investigation yẹn ṣé tí bá wà nínú Nàìjíríà má sì wà nílé mi.
Sọ pé Yomi sọ pé ó ní WhatsApp lady tí ẹni kan tó fẹ́ fún information ó dà pé bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n á kẹ̀tẹ́ pé wọ́n rí gbogbo conversation wọn. Bóyá sọ pé ó ní wọ́n rí gbogbo conversation ibi tó sọ pé òun dé bóun ti ẹni tó yẹ kó òun meet ẹni tó sọ pé òun wà lórí ọ̀kadà bí kankan ó ní gbogbo ẹ̀ náà sọ fẹ́ ni ẹgbẹ́ àwọn ó ní wọ́n rí gbogbo conversation wọn náà. Wọ́n block account ẹ̀ lánàá náà TikTok account ẹ̀ wọ́n block ẹ̀ lánàá náà.
Wọ́n block TikTok Yomi.
Lánàá wọ́n block ẹ̀ lánàá.
Yomi was on somebody's TikTok.
Wá lọ jí mi backup ẹ̀ ló ṣí lánàá táwọn èèyàn wá fọ́lẹ̀ tó fi lè open again.
Wọ́n kọjá àti protect mi.
Exactly ẹ ti mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan nìyẹn.
Wọ́n fẹ́ protect mi.
So bàbá ẹ̀ gan ní láti sọ pé oníṣẹ́ni ti bá ṣe oníkàmọ́ tó ti wá pé torí kéèsì Mohbad ni o pé because threat yẹn ó ti pọ̀ ní the last 2 days.
If I was in Nigeria, àwọn tó ti wá sí gate mi nígbà táwọn tó àti each love àti post information mi á kúrò. Ebi ò yẹ kẹ́ni kankan wá take life nítorí wàhálà tí wọn. Nobody, even if you're abroad, don't say where you are. Don't tell anybody where you are at any time. Nobody knows my movement. If you see me somewhere, you greet me, good. Somebody said I saw Kemelo in Canada yesterday. That was when I dropped my son off in Texas. We were to Takuro, Nigeria. Oh, I saw Kemelo in Qatar, in Doha. I was playing. I will Qatar Airways, the Doha. I missed the Atlanta. I missed Atlanta. I went to one hotel. I did that. I did for hotel. I wrote that to go Qatar Airways to Los Atlanta. I did Atlanta. I saw Kemelo in Atlanta airport. People see me doing, hi, how are you? I changed to Delta. I love Dallas. So again, I'm love Dallas. But I'm going Dallas. I'm going Toronto. And I'm living in RBC. Anywhere you see me, just say hi. So where am I going around? People don't know what I'm. I want to deport me in Canada. Me, they work more. Till I'm just after me in Canada. Apparently, when you're deported from Canada, after 3 years, you can reapply to enter. Most people don't even know that. And that's the criminals, so do you understand me? That's the criminals. And I wasn't even a criminal. Political deportation, gun laws. You know, me explanation for anyone. My bad, me not go. Do you understand? Oh, Kolewa America, Kolewa Canada, Kolewa Kiniko. You know, it's once you know what my status is, whether I have a green card or a US passport, you know where to go now. You go to USCIS. Internet
I have a question for you.
Gary, ask Gary.
Yes, this is kind of personal. I don't know, like it's a personal question. It's not about what we're saying. I think one of the reasons why most Nigerians are not always taking your work seriously is because of the narrations they put outside that you are into drug.
I really want to.
How can I be into drugs? You want me to? So your question is, you want to tell me if I use drugs, right?
Or was there any time you did?
I've never used drugs. Stop. It's very annoying.
Sorry.
I'm an award-winning kid boss. Let me answer you. You said it's a personal question.
Yes, but I want you to clear the hair so that a lot of people can learn.
I'm not clearing any hair. I'm not clearing any hair, but I will tell you, I will answer you. The NDLA already did that. You need to research people before you follow them. You don't go and do hearsay. There are people who hearsay things. I'm not angry at you, kid boss. He has refused to apologize.
I'm still getting my money.
Statement news was celebrity gossip. It is a beat in journalism, and that's what I was. For America now, you curse a 55-year-old because she was doing her work. My baby, Me Too movement. Oh, my cancel the video. Nobody can cancel the video. Ni America, oh, my cancel the video. Sorry, guys, Thomas, I put my video.
Rumors could have caused the dead. What has happened? That was
tap. Are you there, Prince? Naimoli, can you hear Prince?
No, I can't hear him, but I can hear you. Maybe.
Network. I mean, Folashade has given us a banger, you know. Another banger. Baby, calm down. I mean, that's just I don't know. You begin to wonder how some set of people will not be cursing Mr. Joseph Aloba. I'm not talking. I don't care about Wumi Timo. I never care about them. Never. That is their agreeable testimony. They are for Wumi, and their modus operandi is to curse Mr. Joseph Aloba. It's fair enough. But not you. Now do a 360 and start attacking about Mohbad. I should be more careful of you than our class. I should be more careful of you than Abati. If I don't see you and a snake, I should run for you than a snake. When these people are saying these things like this man was in dark, not until 4 p.m. on the 12th of September before that call was made to him. And there are some people out there still thinking they need to frustrate this man to get justice for his son. This man has not even come out to say Monday the Mbadiku. Even when he went to Brekete, he said, "Ni 4 p.m. Ìyàwó mi," he still even gave down my ìyàwó mi, which is she's not even Baba Mohbad's wife anyway. So that one is ìyàwó mi pè mí ní agogo bí 4 p.m. agogo mẹ́rin. If you wake him up, if you put gun on his head, he's going to say the same thing. He has nothing to do with that 11th, but we have analyzed this thing, and this guy has shot themselves in the foot again. I possibly did on TVC, and this one has done it just now. Now let's analyze this place now. Toyin and Naimudi and all my mommies and daddies. You said Aleto Kunye to back Tuesday. And a Tuesday. There is no point for Darusha to be calling you again the following day when you are about to bury him. I don't get the analysis. Maybe my head not too clear. I don't know. If anybody can just help me in that part, in that regard. There is no way.
Play so that you go get. I understand.
You get. I will plan again. That's in my head. Do correct. Yes. Make it correct now, small.
May I play again?
Ìgbà tó débẹ̀ tó bí Wùmí.
Ẹ jẹ́ play ẹ̀tàn.
Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Wùmí ní pé nọ́ọ̀sì ni. Ipe nǹkan tó dẹ̀ nọ́ọ̀sì ìmú ìgbà tí mo pè wọ́n lálẹ́ ọjọ́ yẹn tí Mohbad kú tó pè mí pé alẹ́ ọjọ́ kejì. Which is ìdájí alẹ́ ọjọ́ Monday yẹn sí Tuesday tí mo pè wọ́n. Mo pè Darusha mo ní torí orí social media mo ti kọ́kọ́ rí torí mi kì í sọ̀rọ̀ sórí social media. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi yọ tẹ̀ sí ń pè mí wọ́n bèrè pé kí lẹ́yìn mo ní ká ló wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ó ní Wùmí ok kí ni Wùmí sọ pé ó ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan ó ní pé Wùmí sọ pé nọ́ọ̀sì ni àwọn pè nítorí ọwọ́ yẹn ó ń kọ̀ǹpléènì ẹ̀ pé ọwọ́ ń dùn àwọn dẹ̀ ni pé Darusha náà sọ lánàá náà pé ọwọ́ yẹn kò tó nǹkan tó lè pa á bóun ṣe fíìlù
wọ́n ní gbogbo àwọn
bóun ṣe fíìlù
sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn pé ọwọ́ yẹn kò bọ̀ sí ibùkọ̀ ọwọ́ yẹn.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Okay, we can't hear you. Okay, you don't. Naimoli.
Don, she explained.
Okay, you just try. Let me hear you. Let me hear you from what she said. Let me just hear.
Yeah, from what I understand, she said Lale or join. Then she went back to Monday night stroke morning that Darusha went to the house. So for me, I feel because how do I put it? If we follow under the CTC, the first one or the first this thing, they said Darusha went to meet him in the hospital on Tuesday. Right? Then he rushed to the hospital.
Yes.
And they confirmed him dead in the hospital. So it's not Tuesday. So it's either they are lying there. But on this our own narrative here, she said that night, Monday night, that Mohbad died. She confirmed it, and she said in between like Lale Monday and Tuesday, that's like midnight. So it's either Darusha got there Monday night as well. From this our own testimony, Darusha got to the house Monday night, and maybe that's when they first started their first embalmment, or they left the corpse like that because the body for don't swell. If they didn't do local embalming, they did a local embalming. So it was that night they got that call. And I guess that's why so many of them were going with early morning narrative. That they went to the hospital, blah, 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 blah. It was that night. Go, Monday night, go. That was when what's that name? This Folashade lady now got to call Darusha. No, she's not Yatunde. This is Folashade now. Yatunde is
sorry.
Yeah, so it was Monday. That means Darusha went to the house, or Darusha maybe he didn't go. He lied that he went to the house, but he spoke to Wumi. It's confirmed that him and Wumi conversed, and Wumi said nurse treated Mohbad, and Mohbad cried because she mentioned Monday very well. So Tuesday can never be possible because Tuesday in the evening, according to their narrative, they were in the hospital. He rushed to go meet. Not Ale. Tuesday is the role. No Ale. Ale was when Babana got there with her. So how can she now say she called again when she testified that she was present and she saw the soap do it? Do you get it now? So I get what you're saying, and that's what I'm trying to top it up with a beautiful ice. Topping of ice cream. Thank you.
So who can also try? I think just talk. Are you there?
I'm here.
Have you talked about it before? Before I joined.
Which one?
This thing that 20 people played.
Which one? I think I wasn't listening. I was engaging in an activity.
People, okay.
Fair enough, Ọ̀gbẹ́ni ṣọ́ra ẹ̀ náà.
Fair enough.
You
want to explain it?
Now Darusha go send you. No. Let's settle this thing here. You, Darusha, just leave spending for me because cosmetic spending. Everything where everybody they do this, so me I just they look on my own. When I come online, now spending be the cocoa of this matter. Spending is the cocoa of this matter. For the past 11 months, we have actually left him without actually talking or addressing him. Someone was just calling my attention. Now I wanted to confirm, Barrister Lady, please. Okay, let me confirm. Someone called my attention to something that when Spending was giving his, I think his testimony at the inquest, that Spending said something that when they got home, they met two guys at home or something. Maybe they met two guys in front of their house or something. I don't know. Let me confirm. If that's actually,
I can't confirm that, but we heard. But we're
Yes,
waiting for the we're waiting for the
I think
CTC.
that's when they said there were strange guys in the house that they jacked.
strange guys.
I saw 2 guys inside.
I think CTC.
So yeah, exactly. Spending needs to come and talk about those, because apart from Spending, no other person is talking about those 2 guys. Was it the Black Widow that called those 2 guys after Mohbad had issues with her? Zilas, please mute your mic. Okay, I can mute it from here. Zilas, please mute your mic. Was he the Black Widow who called those 2 guys? Because normal on a good day, if you know, just like the person said, this is the analysis of the person. If you had an issue with someone and the person is targeting your baby, and you know that person is not the father of your baby, the first person you will call is the father of your baby to come and protect you and the baby. So how come those 2 guys were already in the house? Where did they come? See, Spending it to come and talk. Nothing. All this one that Darusha is talking about, all these things, none of Folashade or this thing is not too many things. But this Spending of a guy, and see, all those people that are exonerating Darusha, that Darusha was not in that house, they called him or something. Everybody were in the house. They tell us this thing. Every one of them were in the house. You all should notice that it is whenever an important issue wants to happen, they always remove themselves. That is the pattern.
Mumi, I was not there.
Exactly.
I was sleeping. I was cleaning.
Exactly.
They
always remove themselves.
Virgin of all. I don't watch fried rice.
So they always tell us, me I know I command this one down. They always try to remove themselves from.
He wasn't available.
Yes, he wasn't available.
He stayed in the area. He left.
Okay, now, give me one crucial moment when somebody was actually available or when one of them was actually around. There is no crucial moment in this case, or whatever it is that happened in the house. There's no crucial moment where one of them can boldly say, I did that place. I saw it with my koro high.
Do you know the funniest thing again? Bami also said they left the house with the nurse to go and get
exactly.
When he was convulsing.
So that narrative that Darusha was not around is a lie. Darusha was there. Every one of them, they came back to that house. Okay, now, if Darusha was not there, they came with 2 jeeps, right? Where did the second jeep? Where did it go to? The people that were in the other jeep, where did they go to? See, they have been selling us lies, and we go just the try, we go the pinpoint to them, say this is actually a lie, this is actually a lie, this is actually a lie, this you are saying is not true. Because Darusha and every other person, including Spending, sorry, please,
I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
Titi Musimbi, my wonderful sister, welcome, thank you. Darusha said the nurse came around 11 a.m. on Monday or on Tuesday.
Barrister Lady.
No, Tuesday, yes, he came Tuesday morning. I've been on Monday morning, 11 a.m.
Okay, if it is Tuesday 11 a.m., but no, morning. I want to know. So
Tuesday 11 a.m. According to the narrative, I've read it. That he said Tuesday morning, the nurse came to treat, and after then we now reacted. So
who said that?
You know one thing.
Who said?
Can I quickly say something? Darusha said it yesterday.
Okay,
can I say something?
I'm happy to. I'm going to try. Oh God.
Let me quickly add something. You know what these idiots are doing? They are listening to our narrative and they are trying to work with it. That's why Darusha chose Tuesday. You remember we showed recently before the court sitting the outcome newspaper exposed 11:48 a.m. We were analyzing morning.
I go to wait. Zella requested to come on to ask a question. I'm very sorry.
Okay, no problem. Yeah.
Zella,
can go ahead. No problem, that's no problem.
No problem.
Everybody, sorry guys. I want to ask a question, please, though, because these children, because I'll call them kids.
You know, this is our life that we do every day. They are following back to back. They are getting information. So with this information they are getting, that is what they use to work. So my question is this, if they are saying about that on Monday night, my own question is this: how come Mohbad was still on his pants and his boxers? Because when you see that video, when they say, "Oh, Mohbad is there, Mohbad is there," it was the same pants Mohbad wore to that show that was still on his waist. So I don't know if you guys, if anybody has that video, if you can go back and watch that. So yes, it's ascertained. We've analyzed. It's ascertained. Exact boxers. A polo something written. I will graph something with letterings. You are correct.
Mm-hmm. So if we are saying Mohbad died on Monday, let's say Mohbad died on Monday night, how come Mohbad came back from show and he didn't even change? It's not Mohbad that I know Mohbad, because Mohbad, looking at him, you know he's a clean person. Even with his singlet, is white and everything. So how can somebody go to a show after the sweat and everything, we still be on that same pants and boxers?
Tuesday for that.
Till on Monday night when he gave up the coat. So I don't understand. So these people are messing up with my brain. That's the question I want to ask. If somebody can please clear me of this thing. Thank you.
Okay, can I clear you? Or do anyone want to clear on it?
No, do that. We're going to count it for you.
So definitely we all can analyze that. Definitely Mohbad by that Monday morning. According to even this guy's testimony yesterday, it still helped us to ascertain that when he left as at 2 a.m., which if we are to add to his other testimonies, Mohbad and Wunmi had a fight around 2 a.m. as well. During the period, he said he started calling Wunmi, calling Mohbad. Nobody picked call, even like maybe to tell them he has gotten home. Let's just imagine that, okay, maybe he left in the midnight at 2 a.m. to go home. Getting home, I don't reach house, so nobody picked. So it will be between, let's say, 2 a.m. to about 8 a.m. Mohbad died. Because if you go through Adura's testimony was from around 8 a.m. Mohbad cried that his hand was paining him. The lawyer had to ask him, did you see Mohbad after 12? He said no. So everything stopped at 8 a.m. Let's just work within that time frame. I don't want to even give above 11.
So 8 a.m. on Monday morning, Nelly?
Yes, 8 a.m. Monday morning. Yes, thank you for the date. 8 a.m. Monday morning. Now, working with that time, right? 8 a.m. Mohbad had already had the accident and died. That's why you see that bleeding. Maybe they were trying to stop it. And according to Adura, Mohbad and Wunmi were in the room since 8 a.m. till the next day. He never saw Mohbad. Till the next day, only two of them in the room. So definitely, if Wunmi is coming out, she's the only one that will come out, go back inside. Mohbad never stepped outside. Same Monday, according to Darusha, he said the mechanic said Mohbad never spoke to him. Then Mohbad is still in his pants. But because if you look at the video that they released recently on their Snapchats, when Ayan was hailing Mohbad, it was on the 10th. He was doing a flashback, right? That was the boxer. On the 9th, okay, fine. 9th of September. That was the boxers. Maybe Mohbad got the trouser, the pants trouser. If you go look at that pajamas, it's the same pajamas in the ambulance.
Yeah.
It could be because, okay, that was the pajamas they could easily put their hand through. Let me put it 9th to 10th. Mohbad definitely slept with that pajamas. He pulled his pajamas, had his shower, and prepared for his party. When you look at that video vividly well, you will see that Mohbad had, that's on the 9th video, you will see that Mohbad had like a green-like boxers inside. But the day of the show, that's crossing to Monday morning. Oh, you know, guys, now, might go shower now, prepare for outing. He pulled his trouser, that's pajamas. Definitely at an easy get pick. Sunday that they got back from the show. Either maybe when they lied that Mohbad came down to meet them to collect the money or whatever, but before it's not even possible. Mohbad was still wearing his boxer shirt that he wore during the show. They had the fight. It could be that maybe while he was naked about to bathe or pull cloth, the fight started and the accident happened. While they were rushing him, they had to pick. The first thing they could pick was that boxer's shorts that is easy to pick, and they wore him the boxer's shorts. And that's why I say boxer shorts. Sorry, they wore him the pajamas on top of the same boxers he wore to the show. And that's why they didn't change it. That's to let you know that Mohbad changes his pants every day. Night he was wearing green. Sunday he wore that white boxers. How come on Monday you people did not change his boxers till Tuesday? You're telling me Mohbad is a dirty boy. It's not possible. Mohbad has been like a neat guy by wearing a green boxers on the night crossing 10th Sunday. He wore the white boxers, which was when they had the fight. And he had that accident. They didn't change him. Maybe because of tension, they cleaned him and tried to mop the whole thing and, secure whatever. She must have done a clean job in the room. That's why maybe that picture, you'll see that he was still there. That they were trying to do that video of his hand moving and all that, rotating. So definitely that same pajamas was an easy pickup. Like, when you pull your cloth, you're like, you just drop it somewhere. That was the easiest way to pick and wear him that pajamas. Or maybe when Mohbad got home, he wore that same pajamas on top of, and the fight started. Like maybe he was trying to run the way to fight. But that pants is obvious that everything happened Monday morning. I hope you understand.
Let me come in. Yeah. Good job. Good analysis, yeah, and good question from the Zealers. And it's a wonderful one. Now, what time did the police? What time did they say the nurse returned?
2:30 p.m.
No. Tuesday, 2:35.
On Tuesday, around
on Monday, he was contacted 2:30.
On Monday, yeah, she was around 2:30.
Yeah, 2:35. Yeah, I remember very well. 2:35 on Monday, and Darusha said the nurse came 11 o'clock, right?
Yes, on Tuesday morning.
And one important, the reason why, they can hide the CCTV camera for all I care. They can hide the blood, the duvet for all I care. They can do whatever it is for all I care. One of the most important things that is going to give us the justice is their lack of consistency. The inconsistency is what is going to give us the justice. Now, if Darusha opened his mouth to say Mohbad was already smelling, then the claim that Mohbad died on Tuesday, just like it has been analyzed earlier on, then the claim that Mo actually off on Tuesday is a fallacy, is a lie. Now, Folashade, don't forget that maybe like 6 or 7 months ago, about 6 months ago, we did this analysis when we said for Prime Boy to have actually sent the message, right? At about 8-something.
8:54 a.m. to 1:15 p.m.
Is it 8:54? Is it 8:54 or 8:45?
Yeah, 8:45. It is 8:45. Yeah, she was calling 1:16 p.m. 1:16
p.m. For her to have actually read the message and she didn't reply as about 8-something, then it means that thing actually happened before 8-something. So we are talking about the time when they got home, an hour after they got home, around that period, that was when that thing happened. If they got home 3 o'clock, that thing happened about 4 o'clock. So people
said they got home 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
2 a.m. was 1:11. Let me quickly go and get that message.
Wait, 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. You see, no, in fact, leave that one. 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. They can say it's in the middle of the night. You might not really know the time you got home. But one thing that I like is that there is 11 a.m. and there is 2 or 3 p.m. p.m. is different from a.m. I'm talking about the nurse now. That has been established. So nobody can say they mix it up or something. You see that lack of a consistency in that place, in that angle, is something that we need to hold on to. Now, you said something. You said they are listening to our analysis. See,
definitely.
The problem they have is that I want them to continue to listen to our analysis, so that we use it to build the point. The beauty about our own analysis is that.
Okay, sorry to interject you. To interject you. He said we got home at about 12 a.m. which I think all of them were claiming they got home 12 a.m., right? Then he said it was when it was 2 a.m., left and went to my house. So he left as at 2 a.m.
Who left? 2 a.m. He left. Talking about Darusha.
Darusha.
Oh,
Yes,
Darusha left 2 a.m.
You see how he removed himself.
That's a lie.
You see how he removed
all of them
himself.
slept in that house. Even lifestyle.
They slept in that house.
That's a bloody lie. He slept in that house.
Every one of them slept in that house. And that is the narrative. See, they don't want anything to do Darusha. They are trying to protect Darusha, talking about the family members. Yeah, it's a good thing for them to try to protect their family, their own family member. But today, I must say sincerely, I give kudos to Tenny Omologo and Mommy Joken on Folashade's platform. They actually give it to her in the way that it should be done. Because
what did Mommy Joken say?
No, when it all started, Folashade was bashing on spending, and Mommy Joken was like, no. If you say Darusha is not guilty, then you can't say Prime Boy is if you say Darusha is not guilty, you can't say Prime Boy is guilty, because if you claim that Darusha was not in the house, so also Prime Boy was not in the house.
Obviously.
So she made it known to Folashade, and she was putting it into her mouth. At least you have already told us before that there was a blood. That she wanted to deny the fact that there was a blood. I'm talking about Folashade now. She wanted to deny the fact, but she could not say it. But they were putting it in her mouth that this was your testimony. This was what you said before, and that's the reason why I say kudos to them for doing that, for putting it into her mouth that you have said this and you have said this. So for you trying to protect your family member, you shouldn't name another person. Now, not that I'm supporting or trying to protect Prime Boy now or something, but if you are claiming that your own brother was not in the house, which he actually was, then you should not say someone who is not in the house is the one that is responsible for the offering.
Definitely.
I'm reading the Bible right now, and I'm just laughing.
It's just like, let me just add to it. It's just like saying that you want to sue Naira Marley because Mohbad made a voice record that if anything happened to me,
exactly,
Naira Marley, and meanwhile he actually also did the same thing to his wife. 2 different videos. And you not say, no, don't take it. Nah, Abba.
Now listen to this now. Karima is just on, I don't like calling the name. Mrs. K is just on Mommy Comfy's platform now. And look at what she said. She said, if you know that you want to get justice, all the family must come together. Say the family must come together.
Now?
Yes, she said it. And our success was saying, no, we don't need any family.
Now, they will say I'll be madman, or they will say I'll be Moiki, I don't get
our success was saying Laye. Our success was saying Laye is not possible.
Sorry,
our success was saying we yes, yeah.
At this stage, we don't think we need family at this stage. We should put these people aside and let's deal with this justice by ourselves, except only Baba. But for the other people, we should remove those people because this coming together as family is destroying this justice. Seriously. It's destroying. Look how this one came out saying rubbish this morning. Whether it's because of the liar she's looking for or she wants to cash out, I don't even understand. If she's always in the dark talking, you can never see her face. So those people we should just put them aside. I don't know if
I am reading. I did put the verse sometime, but I did calm. I am reading the Jebami statement now, and I did verse. If let's make I not talk when they go ban this live. The Jebami said he called the nurse in the morning, but she was not available. Spending. If you are listening to me, listen. If you are listening, you will know why I'm saying this. Because by the time I'm going to drag you, the internet, you go deactivate your life. Bami, I'm reading Bami's statement. Sorry, Bami said they called the nurse in the morning on Monday, and she was not available. And you and Bami consistently trying to be looking for different nurses, and you Spending dropped the nurse number before you left.
Sorry to interrupt.
tó bá ń gbọ́ mi o ṣé o ń bọ̀ tí mo ń sọ o bá mi spending tí n bá.
Barrister Olaide, please. The issue might be no. I just want to interrupt. Are you meaning to tell me that since the past, let's just say 10 months, right? Mohbad have not been able to contact all these boys and girls and find out what or how Mohbad died. Are you meaning to tell me that hasn't happened?
Of course she does. Sorry to interject.
Is she trying to tell us that she still does not know what died Mohbad?
She does, 100%.
So what is the delay? Why must she come together with Baba before we find out the fight of Mohbad?
Folashade knows. I'm saying that
not voluntarily as a mother to be almost so you for Shumejo, Meson, Mewa, or whatever. To die, yes, only your she's so proud of him, just the way we are proud of this young man. And with no disrespect to her, I don't think she's proud of him, because if she is proud of him, she should be leading where we other women will follow. We shouldn't just be pampering and begging and after 11 months, oh, come together with Baba. I don't mean they're going to have something together. Yeah, but excuse me. A telephone call would do, a voice message could do with people's name attached to it. I spoke to this, and this was the narration that I got. So she's just sitting down there for the past 10 months and doing nothing. Excuse me, we play too much on this black card. And I want to say something, right? Folashade came up maybe 10 months ago or so. I can't put a date to it. That already. So as at this morning, right? They're playing, then they play.
Papa, I guess, I think just like you too, because when I saw the way they were raising money on one platform, which I won't mention, I was very pissed. In fact, I was, giving them comments that could hurt. Unfortunately, because of TikTok, because if it's on Instagram or Facebook, you write whatever you write, you get posted, and I was screenshotting it immediately just to send it to Mommy Rich Grace. That can you imagine this? How can you be raising money for a mother that knew when her son left this world? And the sister, just like what my sister was saying earlier, that Folashade was, mentioning Monday, these people were already there together. I believe Mama, Adura and Folashade went before Baba on Monday. Okay, according to, her own statement now, don't take anything, into context with all these people, please, let's forget about them that, okay, they don't want any justice. What brought them all out now is because all their asses are out. Okay, we found out everything by ourselves through the help of God Almighty, who doesn't sleep. Okay, the thing is that Mohbad was announced in that white boxer and his black trouser that he went to the show with. I've been saying this from the get-go, that boy left maybe that same night that they got home. Okay, because if they announced him on the same ways that he went to perform with, I guess they removed his white top that on Twitter, which is now X, some celebrities already posted R.I.P. Mohbad.
What happened? What happened? Oh, please, for WhatsApp. Oh, good evening, everybody.
Get justice. Only I know repeatedly get justice. I don't think you people can get justice. Huh? Why did you say that? Only because Tibuba Fagburu, Bura Fagboni. That is deep. Very deep. Okay? Which means there's something. Why were they just, jubilating about a phone that was found all of a sudden? There must be something that girl is using to hold them into ransom. That's okay. You people, if you let me go down, it's not only with me, I've shared it around. If I go down, you go down. But I believe that the God of vengeance, God, who is powerful more than God? Nobody. He created all of us. He created the entire universe. So all the powers belong to him. And all these things we've been doing since last year. I was a bit down yesterday. Actually, I was really down after the whole thing that they didn't all show up. I'm like, fine. But then when I now heard afterwards that, okay, they have given us another opportunity to receive them again, maybe on the 30th, that if they don't now come, they'll put them on warrant. Well, I'll be happy. And that means we have to intensify our prayers tonight. I am somebody who wakes up at 6:30 normally when my kids resume school. So we pray till 4 o'clock in the morning. So that means I only sleep 2 hours and it gives me headache, but I don't mind.
We need to continue our prayers. We can sit down here and talk. It's good. It refreshes our spirit. It lifts us up. But to me, Mohbad, Folashade and Bosede, they all know what happened to Mohbad. And I'm so grateful to God when I saw my sister yesterday with mommy. The way they went to sit straight, because I was actually looking for both of you because you shut down. I was following you before, Sister Toyin. And I was following when mommy gave you, handed over the phone to you. But all of a sudden, something happened. I couldn't anymore. So when I saw Bosede with White, what do they call that guy? I said, oh my God, she's here. Finally, let me find mommy. Please let Sister Toyin and mommy go and sit next to. You can call mommy and ask her this question. I told her because I went into her inbox and I sent her a message immediately that mommy, please make sure you sit with Baba there. I don't trust this woman. She didn't come there to come and plead for justice. They came with a mission and they failed. And that was why she doesn't want anybody's advice afterwards. Because after all those scenes that we saw now today, I saw the video where mommy was trying to call her back. And she removed herself by force and said she was following Darusha, what's his name. If she really wanted justice, Darusha is not who she should follow home. And like my sister said earlier, if she really wanted justice, you don't have to come to the court. Just call Baba or you call one of the legal teams and mention names if you really want justice for your son. So you see with Folashade what she's saying today, it shows 100% they don't want justice. Them aside that, okay, if I go down, you go down. Aside of those threats, there must be something in for them. The Olomajeka, Akushe. These are people that have never seen money before. They have never seen it. Just like some people here when they come to Europe, they just came directly from their village. Bam! They are so lucky. They flew the plane and then they landed at the airport. From the airport to wherever they put them, you will see it in their character, the way they behave. That okay, these are just people that are just chanced. The mercy of God on them. So if the mercy of God was on Folashade and Bosede to have that type of glorious child, and you could let him just slip through your fingers and you can't even still stand up for justice for him after that, please, let's forget about them. They're all liars, but I believe one thing, I know it. God Almighty, He is there. The vengeance is coming very fast. If not, this judge at the inquest will not change like this, right? God Almighty will continuously to touch their hearts and make their hearts to favor each and every one of us that has been fighting, that does not sleep. No, sometimes even we fast, we don't know this poor boy from Adams, right? But because we are human, not like all these animals, that God, I won't blame God, or God have mercy on my mouth, They decided God decided to show them mercy and they don't know how to use it. They will suffer it for generations or long. They will suffer for generations upon generations. They will suffer it. I know that God Almighty will bring His justice soon on each and every one of them that knows to the demise of Mohbad, and that those that are also preventing justice to prevail, they will also see the hand of God. The wrath of God will be on them very soon in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. And my sister, any one of you that are hosts, whenever, please keep your eyes on your platform. Anytime that you see moot, that's the way they call it, Olodo. They will write M-O-O-T, moot. It's all those people from the other side. They are coming to flag your shows. Immediately they start writing that moot. Please block them. Block them. Because they all come here to listen to whatever we are saying. It's what they use actually for their defense. They'll go and strategize and then start, saying rubbish in the court. But very soon, that they will start saying, they will confess without even knowing that they are confessing in the name of Jesus. That's just my take. Thank you for having me. I'm actually going to the kitchen now. Thank you, sister.
Lady Tain Paperimpe. Okay, I think I said before, Nelly Molly, sorry to interject. Like I said before, we should stop bothering ourselves about this family.
Do you understand? Because it's like we are wasting our energy and our time. Let's just do what we know we can do to get this justice. If it's the public lawyer they want to take and all of that. And for me, I don't think we should bring everything, like expose everything on this black car, because these people, they are here and they are monitoring every life that is going on. Do you understand? So when they listen to this thing, they go back and rearrange what they want to do again. And you know what? I don't know how to put it. So that's my own suggestion. Because this family, they are fucked already. So we should just leave them. Let them just go and do their things. So since Baba is with us, for me, Baba is okay. We don't even need Mama Mohbad and their sister and or whatever family they call themselves. That's my information. Thank you.
Mami Zella, thank you, Mami Apeke. Anyway, I just want to say something. Definitely, we are only analyzing. And even if they try to work within our analysis, they are helping us work again with the analysis, because they are not giving us a thumbs on our back, like, a pat on our back that you guys, you are doing well. You just exposed the reason why Baba Mohbad has a right, and Babi had a right, or have a right, in the English version, to go for the second autopsy by debunking that 3:30 p.m. Darusha just confirmed it yesterday morning. That it was on Tuesday morning. They called us, blah, 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 because we analyzed the timing that news was announced. But luckily for us, wait till be this person name, it don't help us again. Folashade, we will still talk on that one. They will continue to confess. Till they confess Monday. Ever worry. I don't know, she share. Mohbad didn't tell one lorry. Mohbad is like, you are not okay. I thought you people would stand for me. I didn't know you people are useless. I'm going to make you all look useless and stupid before everybody. So we are still going to analyze. We will talk about it. In short, tomorrow analysis, go like Nítorí gbogbo evidence la mama yosita. We'll be analyzing with evidence everywhere. With their testimony everywhere. Please, I beg, barrister, please prepare your what they call it, CTC. I don't know if Mr. Bayo Billion can come live and let's just.
Which of you?
Kò sí any question ẹyọ kan èèyàn 15 lè béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín the same question wàá jábọ́ ní ṣá wàá jábọ́ ní wàá wà ní high court wàá wá sọ fún wọn pé o lè sọ̀rọ̀ fẹ́ mọ mi jọ́ọ̀jà ní kí wọ́n lọ tì ẹ́ mọ́lé ni ọjọ́ tó bá tó ráyè lọ́ọ́ máa ní kó gbé wa. Wọ́n tí ì mọ ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà lọ́rùn Darusha àti àdúrà wọ́n tí ì mọ lọ́rọ̀. Wọ́n ti wá rí fìrìfìrì lọ́ ṣe fẹ́ lo ìyá Mohbad gé ni pé kó lọ súnmọ́ bàbá láti wí pé kí wọ́n lè paná ẹ̀ kí wọ́n fi ṣe orò ní. Òjòjò ó ṣe eléyìí you can't settle out of